set it up.
Yeah, but you're already starting.
I have to start it. That's why I put it on the other screen.
I'm going to do a side profile. How close do you got to be to this? Not that close at all.
Kind of close.
You're listening to the Uncomfortably Funny podcast with Dave Hodge, Anthony Ennis, and Shay Farrell.
So what does uncomfortably funny mean? Say something uncomfortably funny.
You know, like when you don't want to laugh at a joke, but you do, because it's so fucking horrible, but you don't want to laugh. Like an age joke.
So it's taboo humor. That's what that means?
Yes. Yes.
Uncomfortably funny. Okay, so let's hear it. Let's hear something that's taboo or uncomfortably funny.
What?
All right.
And there we go. Episode 76. And we kind of started on time.
Yeah, I know.
What the hell? Except for Shay not being here. Bailing out on us.
Well, he's having a rubber fist removed from his rectum.
That's what it is. Okay, I thought he was just sticking a fork in the socket. Either way. I mean, we're still waiting for him to get the sex change operation stuff taken care of. You had to have met Chase somewhere along the way. I don't know. Probably
I don't know.
Seen him.
Maybe I never will if he's getting the sex change.
That's true. No, he used to host for Seymour Swan all the time on the Sunday show.
I never did that show once. I've
All right.
seen it 1,000 times, but I was never graced with the Seymour Swan Sunday show at the good old Cove.
Yes.
I was on that show a couple times. I brought the whole crowd.
Nice.
It's when you first start. It's like people
Yeah.
come out and see you.
Yeah.
Now that you're like, because when you suck, everyone comes out and sees you, and then you're like, no, I'm like actually pretty good now. And they're like, yeah, I already saw you.
No, your stuff's good. I saw you. I know you're good. Yeah.
I know what you do.
You still do that thing about how much it costs to go through the tunnel. Yeah. I'm like, no, I haven't done that in 15 years. The fuck's the matter with you people?
Yeah, it's like triple now.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, it was like $6 to get through the tunnel. I mean,
See, my first year was my best, and I've gotten slowly worse, so I don't know what the... I'm ready to get out. 20 years of ideas pent up and attack the crowd with them.
There you go. Well, I like when you attack the crowd at like Rockin' Joe's because they're not really ready for it.
Yeah.
He just goes after everybody like, yeah, fuck all of you.
I feel like that's a safe space.
It really is.
There's no cameras or people in there, so...
well, the one time I was there. I think the last time I was there. No, time before the last time. But anyway, I'm in deep on something, and it's not clean. It's dirty. I'm talking about
You?
Yeah, believe it or
Dirty?
not.
No.
I don't remember the joke. I don't even think I do it anymore. But it was like fucking definitely.
Bloody underoos?
No, it wasn't bloody underoos. But I'm fucking deep in there, and I look down. And I'm like talking to the crowd, and I look to my left, like near the counter, and there's like a 12-year-old girl just staring at me. I go, was anyone going to tell me there's a fucking 12-year-old girl in the crowd? I go,
No, I wouldn't. Those are the times where you have to enjoy the moment.
Yeah, but I mean, it wasn't like I just said. I was 5 jokes
Deep into
into it.
tranny
Yeah,
jokes.
I was in. Like, and yeah, it wasn't good.
Maybe she's
Coffee
lucky enough
houses
to know
aren't for
something.
kids. That's the
Yeah.
lesson.
Or, really shitty parents letting a 12-year-old wander into a coffee house.
Well, she was
at a
there
train
getting
station.
coffee for her parents.
Nice.
They lived in the condos right near the
Okay.
in the front there.
I know somebody
Yeah.
who used to stay there. I
But
used to
she was
stay
like staring at me, like smiling. I'm like,
she was into it. That's the
yeah.
problem.
You like trannies too? Super.
You're so progressive. That's amazing. Fucking
What was
Mad,
that?
the Mad Dog, though. What's going on, man?
Not too much. Glad to get down
Cleveland's
here.
owned.
Cleveland's. I got to be honest. This street in South Amboy that you live on,
Right.
it's the closest thing that looks like Ohio in New Jersey.
Is that good or
Congratulations.
bad?
I don't know, but
I've seen some nice places in Ohio.
yeah,
Vermilion, I like that town.
it's very.
It's a nice, quiet little town on the lakefront. They have an old-fashioned soda shop right in the middle of town.
Nice.
I'm like, all right. They got peanut butter burgers.
Ugh,
Oh, that's pretty good.
gross.
I'm a weirdo.
It's the heart of it all. Jersey's the armpit. Ohio's the heart, I guess. I don't
there
know.
you
Or
go.
that weird dot in the middle of the eyes.
It's the unibrow.
Yeah.
Am I right?
Yeah, something's going on there.
Yeah.
It's like I heard I've never been to Cleveland, but I heard it's fucking like I Am Legend. Like fucking, there's no one there.
It was like that. It's finally, you'll see 9 or 10 people walking around now.
Because-
But yes,
Chris LeBron's back.
Cause
desolate.
well, St. Louis was. I mean, I worked there.
Oh, it's terrible there.
There was nothing.
It
Like,
makes Camden look nice.
well, we were this company I used to work for. We used to go on the road and do like a week-long job and leave.
Right.
So I'd be like, "Hey, is there any place to eat around here?" The guy's, "No,
No,
like,
you don't
laughing
wanna
at me like, "No, nothing's open till like 9 o'clock." I'm like, "What?" He's like, "Yeah, you don't want to be around here when like dark, get out of here."
Oh,
before
yeah.
dark." I'm like, "Really?" He goes, "Yeah, you are not the right skin tone." I'm like, "Okay."
Thanks
You
for the heads
shot us.
up. Yeah. So I remember the first time I went with my parents to Hartford, like in high school. My dad went to the gun show up there, and I'm like, all right. My dad's like, we'll go get something to eat. It's like 6 o'clock. Everything's shut down in town on the weekend. I'm like, what? There's nothing. There's bars on the windows. I'm like, everybody's running out of the middle of town on that show. I'm like, yeah, no, I'm good.
Awesome.
It's weird when these major like cities though. It's like you don't expect that to happen. Like
This is Hartford, Connecticut.
yeah.
Yeah, I did a show there Friday night. I didn't know the Whalers left in '97. That bit went over real well. Let me tell you.
Oh, yeah,
the
bring back the whale.
stairs were just welcoming.
Did you trash him or?
I thought they were still there. I was trying to say, isn't guys who kill whales, isn't that like non-politically correct in 2018?
Maybe that's why they moved.
And I think that's why they moved, right? Something.
That's why they won't be back at least
Where did they
anytime.
Rid of the
to?
game.
I have no idea about hockey.
It's one of the Canadian teams. I don't remember which
Oh,
one.
they moved to the Canada.
I think it's they took over. They did the Winnipeg Jets or something. I don't know.
They got a new name and everything. But
Yeah, I have no idea. I have no idea. Las Vegas apparently has a hockey team,
Yeah, they're actually pretty good too.
and they're in the playoffs.
Golden
Yeah.
Knights.
Yeah,
Similar to Golden Showers.
Yeah.
Yes.
A lot nicer than whalers, men who slaughter whales for their blubber.
I want blubber or a golden shower from a golden.
Could you
Knight.
imagine if they still had the Whalers? The amount of crying there would.
That
be.
was the joke
Yeah.
I was trying to do, and he
Yeah.
was like, "Dude, they left in '97." I was like, "Okay,
Shit, I know.
I shouldn't write bits on the
So-
way up here in my head."
I don't know. The last time I performed here, they were still here. So
But yeah, that would not make the cut nowadays. Washington Bullets gone.
yeah,
My man Chief Wahoo, I wore him
he's
tonight.
about to be gone.
Last year of the Chief.
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
Yeah, not acceptable.
They're finally caving in.
Yeah.
Pretty much, they're not going to wear it, but they're still going to allow merchandise to be sold
still gonna
outside
sell
of
it.
it. Yeah,
I got you. They're
but
just
the
gonna
players and it won't be. It'll just be on the rubes. Me showing up. Oh, look at that guy, But
White guys going in with hatchets, and that's it.
Everybody's gonna call you a white devil when you walk in. You bigot.
interestingly, they haven't won a World Series. There wasn't always Wahoo. I believe whenever it was like in
That might be a good thing.
32 when they won, there was no Wahoo. So maybe it is the curse of Cleveland, like
You know,
shitting on the Native
oddly
Americans.
enough, though, St. John's is just the opposite. Ever since they stopped being the Redmen,
Okay.
they haven't done. They've been the players like
What is
once,
it, the Red Storm now? Or
Yeah,
some stupid
ridiculous.
shit? I actually.
and they made the
should know that.
playoff once. It got bounced out immediately since then.
The Scarlet
And
Storm.
that was like this
Combine
year.
Rutgers and
Yeah.
St. John.
Yeah, I'm waiting for fucking something else to be fucking taken. Like you can't be the Scarlet Knights. Sorry, that's too close to
To a
gotta be
period.
the Pink Knights or.
Yeah, my new
Scarlet's
favorite.
the color of a tampon
Yeah.
after the end of the week.
Yeah, exactly.
I like the Pelicans. I didn't know there were New Orleans Pelicans. That's as harmless as it gets.
Yeah.
Well, they have a
We need a
they have
safe
a Pelican
name.
problem around the bays over there, so that's why they're okay with that.
Yeah, they won't get jobs. They're on welfare.
Well, the Pelicans have a job. It's the rest of the people down there.
Dude, I've been in New Orleans. You go off Bourbon Street, you're like, oh boy,
Oh yeah,
I made a wrong turn.
and it's very
Bloods,
noticeable
Crips,
immediately.
Bloods, Crips,
Immediately.
and Pelicans.
It's like immediately it's noticeable. You're like, oh, all right.
Ah, okay. Ninth Ward's a lot closer than I thought.
Let me go back to the Everclear dealer.
Yeah.
It's safer
Let
there.
me go back to throwing up in an alley.
Get some Kool-Aid in 151.
Yeah.
There you go. Oh,
I was so fucking because I went to the bar that was 3 for 1.
Razzoos.
3 for 1 beers till like
3 for 1 everything.
Wow.
till like 7 o'clock. So 19-year-old drunk logic, I'm in the Navy, goes, I can drink a lot now. And pace
good the
myself
rest of the night.
Didn't work out. I'm fucking retarded drunk. By like 10 o'clock, I'm throwing up in an alley. And then, it's bad.
The best thing is when you get there, it's like until 7, and you get there at like 6:30. I'm like, I could get it all in right now.
Give
And
me 35 beers.
Except by the time you wait through the line, you're not paying attention to the time.
Yeah.
And it's like, all right, by the time you get at the bar and they finally serve you, it's already after 7, and you ordered 10 drinks, and you're like, how much? I'm like, nah, never mind, just one. Just one.
Yeah, I'll go with 1.
Never mind, I thought it was still happy hour.
Well, that was like, we were all, like, this is when I was in the military. Everybody was underage. There was like 3 guys of age.
Yeah.
And they go, just show him anything. He's just going to look at it and let you in. And we're like, really? I've never been. I'm from fucking Jersey. I've never been there. So we walk in. I show him my military ID. It clearly says I'm fucking 19. He goes, cool. The guy behind me hands him his credit card. He goes, good. Like, all right.
I miss
It's like,
those days.
It's like New York. It's great.
Yeah. Like New York back in the day.
I
they
was
used to
drinking in
get
New York
you-
at like 16. Like,
Yeah.
it's fucking great. I'm at a strip club at 14. That was cool.
Well, I mean, I didn't have the long drive as you did. We just got on the bus and took the ride into the city on like an afternoon, weekend afternoon.
Well, I went there.
And it's like, oh, the bus. You get off at fucking Port Authority, so yeah, you're right at all the degeneration at that time. It's like, ooh, strip club, porn club.
Well, I went there with my brother because my brother was working and it was summertime and he was on unemployment. So he had to go. This is when you had to go to New York and fucking sit in the thing. So he calls his buddy he worked with. He's like, hey, my brother's here, but I'm going to fucking have to sit here for like 2 hours. Can you like take him out to eat or something? He's like, yeah, sure, I'll be right there.
Yeah,
Well,
you don't want anything that
he
they
takes me to
serve.
New York Dolls. So I'm like 14. I have like a USA basketball guinea tee on. I'm like, ew.
Did you get a fake ID around the corner?
Oh, I did later on that year. but-
Identification.
New Jersey identification card.
I have it.
I still have mine somewhere. I gotta find it, but I'm in there going like, holy shit. And he goes, go get us 2 beers. I'm like, you sure? He's like, yeah. Go. I'm like, can I get 2 buds? Like, yeah, here. I'm like, oh, this is awesome. How much? $11.
A small price to pay to get served
Yeah.
underage, though.
Yeah. It was
Well,
good time.
Jersey City, we would go to this place called E&E's. I think they're still open, and the same Arab guy owns it.
Yes, my friend.
Yeah. Hey, my friend, how are you? What do you need? It's like, I was fucking 13 getting served there in 8th grade. I had no business even being in there.
Same height too, which is cool.
Yeah, same height. I was half the weight though, half the weight. I didn't get the weight until later in high school, but it was like ridiculous. I'm like, I was 4'11" getting served. Like, come on, stop it.
There was a place in Union Beach we used to go to all the time, and they're still open. You would go in, and you'd go to one guy would go to the counter. The guy with the best ID would go to the counter and say, I want a case of Bud bottles, but the cold ones. So he had to go into the freezer. So as he's in the freezer, I'm fucking stealing shit, like shoving fucking Rumple mints down my fucking pants and the most horrible shit, Goldschlager. And, oh, yeah, this is fucking awesome.
I need
And,
another
like,
bottle of Aftershock.
Yeah, like running out to the car, like dropping it into the car, and then fucking coming back in, like, hey, all right. We used to do the same thing at Quick Check when fucking we would be all hammered at Quick Check at like 2 in the morning, and there's only one person working, so you'd order a sub.
Yeah.
So when they're turning around slicing meat, you're stealing cigarettes out of the fucking thing.
Wow.
Yeah, good times.
That's when you take all the candy that's up front while they're behind, while they turn around with
Yeah,
cargo shorts filled right up.
yeah, good times.
Good times. Yeah, but that was last week, so.
Yeah, I can't do that no more.
My son goes, I didn't want that one. I'm like, well, I already stole it, so that you either eating it or I'm having 2. So
Yeah. Fucking picky.
it's either one apiece or two for me.
Yeah.
Make up your mind. It's your choice, kid.
Oh, fuck.
Fucking man, he's upstairs fucking with a headache right now.
He's up there fucking my flashlight. Is that what he's doing?
Probably, yeah.
Son of a bitch.
No, I would say he was, but today he's not. Actually not. Usually,
Does he ever come down, or he's a attic dweller?
a little bit of both.
All right.
He used to be the kid on the couch. That
He would
used-
sit here and
He would sit in the back, and you would just see him in the back room. He would never talk.
And then we
But,
would send him upstairs during the clip of the week, of course.
Yeah.
So I'm not a total degenerate, only a little bit. And then all of a sudden he just started going up sooner so he didn't have to hear us.
Yeah.
Oh, accuse him of stealing the fleshlight.
Yeah. 'Cause-
We called Fleshlight. We emailed them. They said, hey, we'd love to have you on board. We'll sponsor you. We'll send you some stuff out so you can talk about it in the podcast. I'm like, great. for some reason, it's literally been a year now. It's been like 55 weeks. So I have to email back, especially since they liked our last show. So I got to make sure that, I speak to that same lady or at least somebody in that area. I'm like, hey, still never got anything. What do you got for us?
No, we sent it out. Dave Hodjanowski signed for it.
Yeah, exactly. And the second they say that, I'm going to say, all right, I'm bringing that email right to him. Like, son of a bitch, what'd you do?
Yeah, he gets home before him, so that's what we think happened. The fleshlight came.
I mean, he comes home from school at 3. I get out of work at 6.
The coolest kid for a day.
Yeah. And now he's just the stickiest kid. Oh, God.
Help the chat.
Yeah, I forgot. I got to switch that. Sorry.
Jesus fucking Christ, Dave.
I didn't totally forget.
Only week fucking 76.
Hey, we have a different setup from the first 70.
Yeah.
Hey, there we go. Look at that. Chat. No. Hey, lazy parents deserve what they get. Thanks, Ed. Paul misses us fags.
Oh, wait, no,
All right, there we go.
oh, fuck.
Yeah, I forgot to switch over to the chat. Sorry.
Good job, Dave.
Thanks.
Ready?
But it's there, so I'm ready. I screwed it up. Just a little, though. I have no idea what the notifications are. I'm afraid to go check because I don't want to miss the chat. But now it's just bothering me because I
Now
see
we
it.
gotta know.
Yeah, now we
Can't
gotta
leave too.
Oh, okay.
I shared the thing and liked the video.
See, Fleshlight liked our post.
Yeah. Fleshlight.
Now they just got to send us
I've
something.
never fucked a fleshlight.
I have not yet either.
I'm not saying I'm opposed to fucking a fleshlight. I just never have. I never had the opportunity.
I would
fuck a
consider
fleshlight.
it if,
Yeah.
if they actually sent it. However, that little thing I got from Exotica was just terrible.
What was it?
Remember I brought it out that...
Oh, that little like squishy fucking thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's no fun.
It's like some weird rubber thing contraption.
Like one of those things you
Green
couldn't fold.
slime.
Remember
Put
the-
it on a He-Man or your dick.
Exactly. It's exactly what it is, but it's in the shape of a penis. It's like a silicone fleshlight that you just hold on to. I'm like...
But remember those
That's
things?
just jerking off.
Remember those like balloon things that used to be filled with water? You used to like grab one end and it would slip out of your
Yeah.
hand? Is it like that?
Similar. I'd have to find it again. I showed it to you that
I
day.
know. Well, I don't want to touch it now.
I haven't
Yeah,
done
I know,
anything to
Dave.
it. Well, I said I haven't. We don't know what else
Yeah,
happened
we don't know what else
upstairs.
happened there. Fucking, was he 15?
Yeah.
I was fucking everything in my house.
It's at the prime.
I do a lot of mopping.
Yeah.
And that's just from my mess.
Yeah. Oh my god, dude! I'm a pervert. I was a pervert at 16, with having to go buy magazines from the fucking Indian guy at fucking the deli. I couldn't imagine having a fucking phone with unlimited. Like, I would be such a more of a piece of shit right now than I already am. Because I was garbage then. Like 16 years old, I'm like, yeah, I'm garbage. I am fucking a piece of shit.
This
Like,
is terrible.
I shouldn't like all this, but I do.
Well, you weren't liking some of the stuff that we see now back then.
What do you mean?
Yes, I did.
I don't know what you're talking about. What are you talking about?
Like E-fucked.
Oh, they didn't have E-fucked.
No, we
Well,
did.
they
have
had
these-
like, but they did have. I
the
remember
German films.
they had a video. I 2 videos I bought from fucking Video Is. Remember Video Is? There was
wasn't
like
down here
it was like
back
one
then.
of the video stores that like it was like a chain video store.
Oh, okay.
But I bought 2 videos from there, and one was called Freaks of Nature. And
What
the
was
other
that
one,
one?
it was fucking all like giant fat chicks and fucking
Okay.
a guy with 2 fake dicks, and it was like, you know,
All right, I can live with
trannies
that.
and the fake hermaphrodite video Paul thought was real because he's dumb. And the other one was called Bizarre. And I'm looking, I'm like, oh wow, this is fucking weird. Like, this is something weird. I'll buy that. Yeah, well, the third scene in, it's like this guy's fucking this girl, and this other guy comes behind him and starts fucking him. I'm like, this isn't bizarre. This is just awful. Interesting side note: my dad finds the video.
That'll
He
be-
steals it, and yeah, thinks I'm gay. Thought I was gay for a little while. Thought it was a fake.
So now dad and wife.
Yeah, not dad and wife think I'm a fake. I'm like, no, it was called Bizarre. I didn't know.
Was not expecting that.
I was not expecting that.
It's like you said you got that one magazine with the bisexual one.
This is, you know, when you're fucking 15 and you hear bisexual, ooh, chicks fucking other chicks.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, when you buy a bisexual swingers magazine, it's mostly dudes fucking other dudes. Like, it's just,
They
it's
always
just
do
what
that.
it is. But they fool you on the cover.
Yeah.
But remember, they used to staple them together, so you couldn't look at the pages
Well,
in the
they
store.
vacuum seal 3 of them together.
Yeah. Well, those used to be the best. You buy the 3-pack and you get the one in the middle. It's always like fucking weird.
Yeah, yeah. It was
Over
always
80.
They all do that. That's like Chatterbaits, one of my favorite sites.
Yes.
And you can't. Why
Cosplay
can't I?
Kerry.
I should be able to block the dudes, like, but they always pop them up when you like, oh, this week's favorites. Like, no, I don't want
Chat roulette. It was
the
bad for
dudes.
that.
Chat roulette. Wasn't that the one that would just pop up a fucking?
It was just random. Hey, it was always a guy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, no, I'm good.
it's the agenda.
Yeah.
You figure it's
Follow
fucking.
the agenda. Here's
the
free
agenda.
porn, but you got to look at cock first.
Well, you figure.
Well, yeah, if I have to watch advertising, well, it's kind of the same, I guess.
You figure you put some. Hey, you might see somebody naked. It's gonna be 7,000 guys and 4 chicks. You know? Like,
And 4 chicks that look like those 7,000
yeah,
guys.
exactly.
Oh, God.
Edwina Ruffalo. You're gonna get fucking.
I would love to see Ed on one of them. It's right. Ed, I'm going to let you borrow my my belly dance pants. That would be the one to see.
Yeah.
Have him do a Ed Ruffalo sexy dance for everybody. I'd watch. You have to. Yeah.
Who are we talking about? Oh fuck.
So who are you up there seeing in Hartford now?
Who was I up there seeing?
Like whose show are we on?
We did. Crucci and I went up there with
right.
Chris Murphy and did like a firefighters award, but it was like in a ballroom. It was way too much space and standing on a dance floor 20 feet away from the nearest person. But
That's not too bad. It's better than being 20 feet above.
and we want it cleaner. So going up first, you can't.
Oh, they wanted to
come out with the big guns, but it slowly devolves into what they want. You know, you tell.
What they want and what they really
no,
want.
know what it is? It's always the person putting on the show wants it clean, but everybody else in the audience doesn't.
And we were told kids would be there, but there was none. And
Unless the one
older people left, so.
Unless there's a 7-year-old getting talked about bloody out of Rouge by Ed.
that happened, and then the fucking one where they complained about me and Kevin Goatee and
Yeah.
Cipoli.
Which is amazing.
Yeah.
It's always a complainer.
Yeah. Oh, she wrote a nasty
Could
email.
be your best show, and then one person
Well, we had it was a fun show.
gets pissy.
Everybody had a good set. Everybody had fun. You know what I mean? Like it was everybody. The crowd was good, but there was one table. They didn't. I don't think they laughed the whole fucking night. And the lady sent an email to the lady who put the show together,
Who loved it.
who loved it, who was like, "Oh my god, that was so good," you know, because it's parents and they're getting away from their kids and they want to hear fucked up shit. You know what I mean? Like it was me, Kevin Goatee, Mike Sicoli, and Vinny Fallon. So it was like. There's not going to be anything clean in there. You know what I mean? Like, so they complained that me and Kevin were too dirty, racist, and misogynistic, and Mike Sicoli was making too many drug references. 'Cause he
Wow.
talked about,
Even he got it, huh?
yeah, he talked
He's
about smoking weed and
cute and harmless.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then they loved Vinny Fallon, loved him.
Yeah. How is that possible?
No, but because they know him,
That'll do it.
that's how because they knew him, so that's why he was
Always helpful.
It was fun. He was funny because he's just being.
He sees them
playful.
all at the PTA meeting
Yeah,
the next day.
it was like
so.
a PTO fucking. But here's the funny part: the lady shows it to the guy the guy who booked the show that I'm friends with, and then he takes a picture and sends it to me. And he's like, "Dude, check this out." I'm like, "This is fucking awesome." I'm like, "Can I post this?" He's like, "No, you can't post that. I'll get in trouble." I'm like, "All
Please,
right,
not that. Anything but that.
damn it."
I'm trying to get in touch. I'm not going to say the person's name because he's not reliable, but I would like to. I want to try and get in touch with him because he's starting to book the new Stress Factory room up there with Mark.
Oh, yeah.
Not just Mark, but Mark. I don't mind mentioning his name because he it's the other person who gets, not the one that gets kicked out of everywhere and is not liked.
I know who you're talking. I know exactly who you're talking.
Yeah. I'm trying to be,
You know what? He's not an enemy of the show.
He's not.
He's not going to sue us
That's true.
like that other fucking pussy.
But I talked to him. He's like, yeah, well, you got to come up here. We'll do some stuff together. I'm like, all right, cool. Let me know. He's like, yeah. He's like, and then he started asking for money. I'm like, yeah, no.
What do you want me to pay you to come up there?
Yeah, no. I'm not doing that. So I can make flyers. I'm like, yeah, no. That's not how this works. I'm not doing that.
I'll make flyers.
Yeah.
I'll go poster on my wall for free.
Yeah,
All
done.
set.
Print them out in Staples for $5.
Yeah. I do all that myself. Oh, Christ, on a unicycle.
Yeah. So,
I thought you meant the other guy.
no. Which other one?
Pittsburgh.
No.
We're supposed to do that in June, he said.
Yeah, and then he said July.
Jesus
And now,
fucking Christ, Zach.
remember April we were supposed to do?
Well, here's the thing. July, I start football.
Right.
So this was the whole point. You wanted to get us for Friday, Saturday.
Yeah. He's like, the problem is he wants us Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
I can't do Thursday.
That's the problem. Yeah. The guy wants to book us out in the Pittsburgh area, Altoona area. I'm like, all right, cool. We've done it before. It's like, all right, he pays decent. It's a fun gig. Always have a fun show. But he's like, yeah, so Thursday, Friday. I'm like, we would just do it. First we were doing a Saturday. Then he said maybe Friday, Saturday. Friday, Saturday still kind of doable. We could even take a day off here and there.
Next, he's gonna ask you to move
Now it's
in and
Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
take a shower in front of his webcam.
I already took a picture of my balls on his phone. So. He left his phone
in front
out.
of his sister.
He was taking pictures of.
Gonna rent you for the week.
Yeah.
He puts his phone down and starts talking to Levy, and I'm like, give me that, give me the phone. And I'm like taking pictures of his balls, and his sister's trying to look. I'm like, are you trying to look at my balls? She's like, no. I'm like, yeah, you were.
No. And then is upset. Although it was the funnier one was that kid that you put all black dicks as all of his contact, even for his mom. He went into his contact. He downloaded a picture of black dicks
Just part
and
of
it started putting him in everybody's contact photo.
He was like kid in AC, like some little stoner kid. He goes, hey man, program your number in my phone. I'm like, yeah, sure, give me a phone. Didn't program my number at all.
That's even better.
Just put black dicks, and I saved him as like a screensaver and everything. But then I went to his contacts. So even if he deletes them, he thinks the joke's over.
Yeah.
A week later, his mom's gonna call. And he's like,
That's
God
what
damn
popped
it! I did it to my nephew. I took fucking pictures of my dog's asshole. Fucking my dog's balls. Fucking my asshole. Like, just.
Wow.
And I was saving them all over his phone because he fell asleep. You're a fucking dick.
That's like the next level from drawing a cock on somebody's
Yeah,
face.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
like, the technological version.
Yeah, good times.
So, yeah, watch your phone when you're out on the road with him.
That's why I have my locks. I'm always at my locked.
It's good advice.
Yeah.
I've never had a locked one, but
I have too
I'm
many
often single.
I have too many incriminating photos on my fucking.
Well, he started that one trip by taking pictures of me naked outside, basically.
Yeah, I'm sitting there. I pull up and I'm like getting my shit together. I look
Right.
out. And he's in his underwear in his car. I'm like, are you fucking in your underwear? You're fucking in the middle of the street in your car.
What else am I supposed to wear? It's fucking July. Or no, it was September, but it was still fucking hot.
Yeah, because we had to leave that night because I had a fucking football game the next morning.
And we had to drive Levy and his girlfriend out there.
Yeah. That was fun.
What the-
Fun show though.
It was a fun show.
Yeah.
The bar downstairs. I want to party with those fucking people.
Well, they were all fucking. We would have been the old guys. It was all like everybody
Okay.
was 20.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was the old guy when I was in college. As
I would have
was.
been the
What's
old
the
creepy
difference?
guy in the fucking corner.
I was that guy
well, you
all
still
throughout
are.
college. I'm used
Still are.
to that.
You still are when you go to high school dances. Fucking.
Somebody has to chaperone,
Yeah.
okay?
Why does this guy always fucking try to chaperone everything?
And why is he putting everything on Instagram? What the hell's wrong with this guy?
Oh fuck.
Dave, why is your dad here and taking pictures of everybody in the girls' locker room? He's like, listen, he's not in the boys' locker room, all right? He's improved. He's improved.
When I was
this
fucking.
this video is going to be evidence one day that you're hearing. Apparently,
Probably.
Dude, I think of something we used to do. We did a bunch of shit in high school. We would get arrested now. Like it'd be, like literally get arrested. Like
Oh, yeah.
we had double sessions in football, right? So we had morning session, you had a time off, and you had an afternoon session, right? So between sessions one day, we decided it'd be a great idea to drill a hole through the fucking. They had plexiglass for the girls' locker room. For the window, like the the doors all have the fucking
Yeah.
windows, but they were plexiglass. So we drilled a hole in the corner, so we can look in while we were waiting to get taped up, going into the trainer's room. So, dude, this went on for about a month, and they never got naked. You know, they just get like changed for field hockey. Oh shit, they're fucking the soccer girls like oh fuck, and them fucking the one kid fucking just sat there a little too long. And he was the only one left in the hallway, and the trainer comes out and is like, what are you doing? He's like, nothing. It's like, you dumb motherfucker. This could have lasted forever.
We could have done this every day. What is
Yeah.
wrong with you?
We were not happy with it. But think about it. Like now, the cops would be called.
Yeah.
It'd be fucking...
All the parents from the football
Yeah.
team have to come in.
Yeah, we'd have sensitivity training.
I have faith. I think it's going on, but we just don't know about it, right? Because we got away with murder.
We got away
Back
with murder.
then.
That's the thing.
But we got
The
caught.
kids,
Even when you got
the,
caught,
the youth
you
are
know?
still the youth. They have
Yeah.
to be deviant, wanting to, your son's fucking the fleshlight. He stole it from you. There's
Yeah.
so much more going on,
I
but
pray that that's what
and
happens.
occasionally
That's
we
the-
hear about it and they blow it up. The social justice warriors, mainstream media, whoever. I'm hoping it's still going on. It's got to.
Some of it has to be happening somewhere.
Yeah, easily.
There's definitely one of those small, towns where all they do is football every Friday. The whole town's out.
They're just making porn, those young kids. You see that college rule shit? They're
Yeah.
doing insane stuff. Filming it for money that doesn't exist.
Kind of jealous of them.
Yeah, I am too.
Well,
All we had was
on
the fucking peephole in gym class. This guy's slamming two chicks, and they're convinced they're gonna make money, and their lives are ruined.
Well, what's great is even after I got out of high school, it's like, wait a minute, it was probably 4 or 5 years after I got out of high school. Wait, chicks hook up with each other now? Wait a second, wait. What?
Go back.
Wait, what?
When
That
did you start doing this?
That never happened. And then after I'm probably 5 years out of high school. It's like, oh yeah, dude, girls hook up with each other. I'm like, are you fucking serious? You know how hard I was working for that?
I remember I saw my first pussy pic from my buddy's nephew. He's like, look what this 16-year-old girl, I'm like,
Nah.
hopefully not, but I'd never
just
know.
Don't send it to me.
I go, chicks do that now, It's crazy.
Well, my nephew did that. Hey, check it. And he's showing me and my other nephew who was fucking 10 years younger than me. And we're going, oh, wow. And I'm like, wait. You're 15. Take that back.
Yeah.
I'm like, you know what I mean?
Don't
You don't
show me
realize
that.
it. You're like, oh, shit. And then you're like, wait, no, you take that back.
No, I
don't wanna see
can't see this.
I don't want to see that.
Then there was an air, for 5 years, all the women our age were doing it, but then they all got wise. I don't do that now.
Yeah. That's because
Why am I going to talk to you then?
it was cute when you were 22 and it was
Yeah,
fun.
there was a good era.
Now
where-
they're 30 and they're like, this is cute. We can just. I'm like, yeah,
Well, no, now you got to get dirtier. That's all
Yeah.
it is.
Ugh, I don't want to see
They
it.
realized I wouldn't go out. I would just do it with the fleshlight.
Yeah,
Never
exactly.
leave the house if they sent the picture. Okay, no dinner for you. All right.
What do I need to eat for? I'm doing cardio.
Yeah.
One-arm cardio.
Yeah.
Fucking,
Oh, man. Yeah, dude. You know how many pictures of my dick I would have sent out if I had a high school kid and had a fucking... Oh, my God.
I think, yeah.
I
'cause we
used to just show people. I'm not shy.
Cruel Intentions, that's what ruined it and changed it all, I think.
What's cruel? I don't know.
That movie Cruel Intentions,
I don't know.
Sarah Michelle Gellar, fucking making out with the other chick, became a very mainstream thing.
Oh, okay.
I watch shitty movies.
That's
like
when it started.
That's when it became popular for
That
all
was
the girls to
ground
start doing
zero.
Yeah.
it. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I can't think of anything earlier than that. They weren't making out in Clueless,
Yeah.
or I would have watched that a lot more intently.
Midnight Cowboy. No.
Midnight Cowboy, they were doing other stuff. They were docking. Hey, it was a good X-rated movie. Technically,
That was X-rated.
at the
For
time.
what?
Because it showed male nudity. And was still nominated for an Oscar.
What, a second? I don't even remember.
You're talking 40, 50 years ago
Yeah.
almost. What year was that? 72? Some shit like that? And they were like, yeah, no, we can't have a guy's junk in the way. We're just gonna...
I remember watching the fucking Skinamax movies,
Yeah.
and then you're like, wow, there's a good dude's dick in there. Wait a second, I'm not supposed to see this.
Yeah.
You'd be all pissed off, what the fuck?
They can't show me the vagina, but they're gonna show his
Yeah.
dick and balls?
You had to beat off the Tales from the Crypt. Remember that? The first season had tits because they wanted to hook you. And then they denied you the rest of the seasons. You're watching the Crypt Keeper trying to
Jerk off to the Crypt Keeper.
bang.
Maybe start liking old women.
You ever jerk off to real sex and the one scene you're like, yeah, and the next one comes on, it's like people pretending they're horses. You're like, ah. All right, I'll
Yeah.
just pull it a little bit. Wait.
Well,
for the
remember
next
Taxi Cab Confessions?
I never jerked off the taxi cab convention.
I only did because I know the one girl that was on.
Oh, really? Wow. I would jerked off multiple.
Yeah, they did
Yeah.
some good stuff. I think I remember.
I remember the one scene they started fucking, and it was a chick cab driver, and the one chick just jumped on the guy and started riding his. I'm like, awesome.
Wait a minute. Where's this
You
kid?
could do that?
Is that how you save on the fare? Turn the meter. Imagine, oh my god, imagine if they just left the meter running the whole time.
No, they were driving. The lady was talking to them,
Right?
and the chick just jumped on the kid, and the chick was in her late 40s, and the kid was 18.
I like that.
It was one of those deals. And it was Vegas. It was with Taxi Cab Convention in Vegas
Nice.
that season, and I'm like, huh, that happens. I guess Vegas that happens.
Vegas, it's possible.
Yeah.
Especially, again, like off-season, not a lot of tourists out there. Like, we could get this off tonight, I think.
Yeah.
I think we could do this tonight.
Good times. A big Uber.
I'm not an Uber person.
I do Uber.
I do not. Can't hop out on the fare.
I'm not going to hop out on the fare anyway. I'm white. 18% of you hops out on the fare.
Yes.
Stays 18% black, if you didn't know. He's 18% African American.
Thank you, Ancestry.
I think
Brought to you by Ancestry.com.
They lie to everyone and just say that so we
I'm
all
a
feel
Viking.
connected. You know?
Didn't lie to
They'll
me.
tell
I'm
you
a
whatever.
Viking. My wife's a fucking dune coon.
Well, so I thought it might have came from my dad's side, just only because I know nothing about that. Then I started looking through the family
Why does
matches.
Uncle Joe have an afro? Wait a minute.
Well, actually, it was Uncle Joe. Then I went and I looked at his comparison on where you could. They have one site where you could sync all your stuff up, and I was looking. I'm like, wait a minute, Uncle Joe, he's 37%.
I see what's
I
going
know
on
what
here.
side this is. Goddamn Sicilians.
The Moors.
Yeah, exactly.
But they charge you for that news.
Way too much.
Way too much.
It's like
Yeah.
$80.
Something like that. Yeah.
We got mine
Good
done
to
and
know.
my wife's done. I didn't really care, but my wife's like, "Oh, I just want to do it." I'm like, "All right."
I was just curious because I know nothing about. My dad was adopted, so I know nothing about that side of the family. So I'm like, all right, cool. Maybe I'll find something out.
Yeah.
And I found out his half brothers live down in like Manchester. The rest of them are in Florida. Like, nice. Next time I'm down
More
there.
people that don't talk to me. Cool.
Yeah, more people I know. Yeah.
More people that won't come to my bringers. Awesome.
Well, they said if I'm ever playing around there, or I'm like, oh great, all the shows in Tom's River. I can get 3 people out.
Yeah. Awesome.
Next time I do whatever the Howard Johnson in Tom's River, I got a couple people that are ready.
We got that Point Pleasant show you do, all right?
I hope they do it again.
I don't know. That's right. Who knows?
He may be too busy in Connecticut.
Yeah.
Which, if he is, I got to talk. Allegedly, from what he said about that it was
That
Matt's
was-
room.
Was it? Oh, yeah, we can talk to Matt.
Yeah, so if
I-
that's the case, we got to talk to him.
But I remember that show just because that girl introduced herself to me as the diva. And I
Oh,
go,
yeah.
"What'd you just say?" Like, I'm like, "What? What's your name?"
My name's the Diva.
I go, "Yeah, I don't want to talk to you anymore." I'm not talking to you anymore.
See, I remember that only because that was when Ed Ruffalo went up, and Ed Ruffalo goes up, and the parents he goes, I don't know if I should, if I have to be clean here or not. And the mom goes, oh, my girls heard it all. A bunch of 13-year-old girls. So Ed just fucking lays into them. And yeah, they definitely were not ready for that.
No.
So they were like, and the one girl was kind of giggly. The other one was kind of horrified. The parents are horrified. The aunt and uncle that was staying with them at the hotel are like, I guess we shouldn't have came down here. Fuck,
Wow.
we were not ready for Ed Ruffalo.
Yeah.
Most people aren't ready for Ed Ruffalo.
No, Ed Ruffalo's not ready for Ed Ruffalo most days.
At 13, I thought I knew it all. I'm still learning stuff.
Yeah.
Every time I watch Ed.
Yeah. What's a Dutch rudder? Double Dutch rudder. I want nothing to do with that.
Crash course with Ed. Ugh.
Keep going away from the thing.
Kirsch.
See? Covert.
Covert.
Yeah, see?
Blacklight episode. All right.
See?
Everyone loves Vinnie Fallon.
You
Yes.
didn't have the fucking chat up.
I had it up, but so many people came in and
I don't
moved
need to
it.
see
Moved
us.
it.
Yeah.
I know what the fuck we look
I get
like.
distracted by our delayed broadcast.
Yeah.
Yes,
I feel like I'm in a time warp.
we are. That 47-second delay. Or whatever it is, something like that. I don't know.
Oh, man. I did that show in Staten Island, that Raveling Thread show. That was fun.
Yeah, all right. Is that where that picture was from?
Yeah.
All right,
yeah.
cool.
It was fun. It was good. It was fun. It was good.
I gotta
Pretty good
I
crowd.
remember what
Well-
day next month because I think Kirsty is going to have me on next month.
Well, Kirsch goes, all right, I'm going to have you close the show out. I go, okay, no problem. It was me and G closing the show. G went first, then I went.
All right.
And I'm like, okay, cool. And, yeah, right after Lonnie Bray, the whole audience left. I'm like,
Really?
Lonnie, you walked the whole fucking crowd. So with Lonnie, G, then me. And so it was like, and then, but they were all there to see, one person.
Oh,
One table, there was 8 people. They weren't laughing at anything anyway.
okay.
They sort of were like this the whole time. and like people are trying to do crowd work with him, and they're giving them nothing, like
Nice.
absolutely nothing. I'm like, all right,
You
moving
guys have
on.
been fun.
Super. Kershaw's like, I'm gonna go talk to somebody else. Cool. So like, but it was still a fun show.
I did the Pepper Jack show for the twins, Rob and Greg,
Okay.
last week.
I've never met them.
They're fun guys. They're nice guys. They packed the house for the 60th annual comedy festival. They just up it by like 5 or 6 people. Annual every other month. So, but they packed it out. It was like they had like 60 people. Everybody stayed till the end, which is good too.
Yeah.
A lot of fucking. Had some guy come in dressed as Deadpool. Just
right.
because.
Staten Island, gotcha.
Yeah,
All right.
definitely Staten
Yeah,
Island.
something really off there.
He was on heroin. That's why you don't want to see people see him
Hopefully.
nodding out.
But I totally enjoyed that show. It was a lot of fun. I can't wait to
There
do
was
that
no
again.
terrible Tim sighting, so I was happy.
There was no terrible Tim at that one either.
Oh, thank God. Hopefully he died.
Although I was expecting him because I saw him when we were talking about the show like the week before at Amendment 18 over in Staten Island. I'm like, all right, well, let me know. And Tim was like, yeah, ass in the anus.
Oh, God.
Ass in the anus.
Oh, God, he sucks.
You hang out with him, right? I'm like, oh, boy. I'm like, yeah, I got to go.
Yeah. Oh, this guy's such a dildo. He just, like, ever just meet somebody, you're like, oh, my God, shut the fuck up. You are just retarded. Like, I don't want to even, like, associate. Like, that's that guy. Like, I think he's legitimately, like, on the spectrum. Like, I think he's a little retarded. Like, so I don't want to, like, lay into him because he's kind of retarded. But at the same time, I'm like, I don't want to talk to him. Like, I'm like, oh, my God, you're nails on a chalkboard every time you talk. Like, he's a conspiracy nut. Like a psycho conspiracy nut. And it's not even, like, where you're, like, discussing something and he comes in, you're like, oh, okay. And then you're like, oh, I see the point. You could be like, yeah, I had a good set at Greenwich last night. Sandy Hook never happened. You're like, where the fuck did that come from? Like, anyway,
Why would you say that
and
at
it's
this point?
not just Sandy Hook. It's this much on
9/11's
Facebook.
an inside job.
It's literally 6 paragraphs that he's posting on every one of your posts. I'm like, oh my God, I can't do it. I'm like, I'm out.
Wow.
Tapping. He's tried to friend request me like 10 times. I'm like, nope.
Nope, not going to
Nope.
do it. Learn my lesson.
Absolutely not.
Spreading the truth.
Oh, yeah, he's fucking-
Yeah, he is.
Oh, then if you don't answer him, you're a corporate shill, and
Even if you do answer him,
you're a corporate shill, and you believe in fake news, and
and the government is backing you.
like he said something. I go, wow. It was on somebody else's post. I go, wow. Terrible Tim actually made a good point, and then he posts something else. I went, all right, back to lost me, like, lost me again. Like you had me for a second, and you lost me because. There's always a little bit in those conspiracies where like, yeah, you know what, that does sound... And you're like, oh, you lost me. You went too deep. Sorry.
Maybe there's more than one shooter with Kennedy, sure. All right, no, it's not a fucking
like,
alien.
the one conspiracy I sort of like, I'm like, yeah, you know what, that fucking... Is the fucking Vegas shooting. Because that went away really quickly.
Yeah.
That shit, like, just stays in the news every time there's a shooting, like a man...
I mean, we're still talking about Parkland, which is...
That fucking went away right away.
Yeah.
They were like, wait a minute. Something's up there. Like, you know what I mean? So I'm like, you know what? That's a little weird.
And I'm a fan of the conspiracy stuff just because it's fucking fascinating to me. So I'll watch some of that stuff. And like you said, every now and then you'll start watching, all of a sudden, all right, you lost me. I'm done. I have to fucking tap out.
But it's human nature to think, others can't handle the truth.
The fuck is that?
That's me.
Oh, okay.
We're all looking around like, what?
I thought it was the Skype somebody was calling in or something. I'm like, wait a minute.
No,
That's the men in black are tracking me down for even talking
For even discussing
about this.
For
but,
being here while we discuss it.
think about every job you've ever had. You treat the customers. You tell the customers one thing, and the truth is something else.
Yeah.
So anyone working the FBI, Las Vegas didn't want us to know something, and like you said, it went away quick.
Yeah, that's odd. Especially how much the news wants its fucking guns to go away. So they're like,
Yeah.
oh my, because Las Vegas, you can fucking you can even fucking South Carolina, you can do it too. But you can go to ranges and shoot full auto.
Yeah.
Like fucking
Florida, too.
yeah, because South Carolina they had a full auto. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna go through all that ammo in like fucking 30 seconds. I'm like, that's
a lot of
expensive
money.
shooting. Yeah.
Yeah. But you want to just do it a little bit,
Yeah.
Like, I want to do it because I haven't went automatic with anything since, the Army. So I want to I'm like, ooh, there's a range by my uncle's house in Florida. I'm like, all right, I want to check that out one of these times when I'm down there. I know, he'd be interested in that.
That Gronk video was great. I never was a fan of him until I saw him shooting the Jesse the Bonnie Ventura
Yeah.
Predator
Yeah.
assault spinner
I
rifle.
wasn't a fan of. I'm not. I don't like what he does to my team, but I enjoy his antics.
Yeah, because he just doesn't give a fuck.
He does not.
I don't
Zero
care.
fuck.
I'm gonna fuck 20-year-olds and go fuck your mother. How's that sound?
Yeah.
I'm like, yes, that's how you're supposed to be.
Yes.
You're an NFL player.
That's why you're the champion.
Yes, that's why you're winning, sir.
You go, what am I going to do? I don't know. Season's over. I just won a Super Bowl. I'm going to go rent a yacht and have a bunch of naked whores on there.
That's what you're supposed to do.
Like a grown-up does, yes.
Yeah, not fucking, I gotta go play an activist. Shut up. Shut up. You catch a fucking football. Shut up. I don't care what you think. God damn it. Catch the fucking ball. That's
Use
all
your
I give a
platform. I
shit.
just don't want to listen.
Yeah.
Go for it.
And dude, the media is trying to keep Colin Kaepernick in the news. So they are just fucking
I want to hear what the testimony was that the Pete Carroll gave.
But
Especially now that he's not coaching.
the guy is 2-16 in the last 2 seasons he played. 2-16. Where's your fucking argument? Like,
But he went to the Super Bowl.
his defense went to the fucking Super Bowl. He just did enough not to fucking. And you had a good coach. You know what I mean? Like
He ran on Green Bay that year.
And okay, he ran, and then
Yeah.
you get hit a couple times. In your second and third season, you go, you know what?
Maybe I won't run as
I'm
much.
not going to run as much. Donovan McNabb became a good quarterback when he stopped running.
Yeah.
When he used to remember when he first came out in the league, he would fucking go, run, and then I think Ray Lewis fucking stuck him. And he got hurt. I think he was out for 5 or 6 games, and he stopped running. And he became a good quarterback. I'm like, that's all that you're
Donovan McNabb was a good quarterback.
Donovan McNabb was great. See, Donovan
Oh,
McNabb
no, not great. Let's not get carried away.
he was
He was outstanding.
I would say before Nick Foles, probably the best quarterback in Eagle history.
Okay.
Because think about it. He had nothing. His top receiver was a running back.
True.
He never had receivers. You know what I mean? Finally he got
Got to a Super Bowl.
Yeah,
You
that's
gotta
what I
give him
mean.
that.
They gave him fucking locker room cancer, Terrell Owens.
None of my
and he
guys
got
ever
to-
have.
and he got to a Super Bowl.
Do you think what Kaepernick, is there room for him in XFL? Isn't there a third league too
I
coming
hope
out?
so. I hope XFL has him.
But
Somebody
he
will.
sucks. And it's not even like
Him and Tebow head to head. I want to watch it.
But it's not even like, okay, he's not a good quarterback, but he can still be a back. Okay, so I understand the whole backup argument. But your job as a backup is to support your starting quarterback.
Yeah.
That's your job. Your job is to shut the fuck up, hold the fucking clipboard, and support the starting quarterback. Not make the whole fucking story about yourself.
Yeah.
Which is exactly what he does. And before he fucking started dating this fucking Black Panther bitch that he's fucking engaged to, I thought he was white. I didn't know he was fucking black. I thought he was Puerto Rican. I didn't know he was black till he grew an afro. That's why I learned he was black. I swear to God, that's why I learned he was black.
I learned that during that Super Bowl run. They were showing his whole family and the whole adoption and everything.
They're all white. If anybody has white privilege,
He
it's
played
Colin
in the
fuck-
Super Bowl too. I don't remember. I know he got to the
He played
NFC
in the-
Finals, right?
He played. He got to the finals. Then the next year he went to the Super Bowl
He did.
and lost to the Ravens.
To the Ravens.
That was the
Joe
Super-
Flacco,
Yeah, remember the Super Bowl?
the
Flacco
John
won?
Unitas of
And
modern times.
the power outage Super Bowl.
That's right.
Yeah.
That was kind of scary.
I was like, yeah, right. Way to go, New Orleans. Is there another flood?
Yeah. They
Wow.
didn't pay the electrical bill.
Yeah. Well, Mercedes
As soon
was
as it happened, I
supposed
went, they must not have paid the electrical. Immediately I tweeted that.
Yeah. Fucking amazing.
But he
Oh, it was better. Cunningham was better.
Cunningham was not better than fucking McNabb.
I think he might have been. I might have
Cunningham
a
was
bias.
a better athlete than McNabb,
Definitely a better athlete.
but he was not a better quarterback than McNabb.
Who was the other guy they had?
Ron Jaworski.
No, Ron was good in the 70s.
I don't remember who else they had.
No, I'm trying to. They had Cunningham. Wasn't there another black quarterback they had?
Why they gotta be black?
Warren Moon.
Warren Moon was an Oiler.
Who was better,
Was
Warren
Oiler-
Moon?
Oiler and the Vikings.
Or Cunningham.
Warren Moon has no business being in the NFL fucking Hall of Fame.
Why?
He did nothing in the NFL. Nothing. He was average. He was average. If you
A
look
lot
at
of
his
yardage. A lot of yardage.
look at his stats, they combined his CFL with his NFL. That's why he has a lot of yards. They pulled up his CFL stats for everything.
I have to double check.
He
that.
does not belong in the Hall of Fame. Not a Hall of Fame quarterback.
Well, you need an Oiler in there.
No,
Just
they
for
needed a
old
black
time's sake.
quarterback in there. This is
Or
what they
both.
needed.
Or both.
An Oiler.
Mike Munchak is in the Hall of Fame. He deserves to be there. He
Oiler
was
and a
an
whaler.
Who on the Whalers is out there?
I want to dig a hole in your land and kill everything.
You know, for 10 years after that, they were doing a whole big campaign, bring back the whale.
This should be the Tennessee Oilers. Just fuck it. It makes no sense.
Were they the Oilers for a year?
No. They
no,
were
but
always
they,
the
no,
Titans.
but they would wear their throwback jerseys. in
Okay.
Tennessee.
That's like
They
the
would
Lakers.
wear
There's
them.
no lakes in California.
Yeah.
Or fucking...
Or nowhere
Nothing
in
should
LA.
make sense. Be much better.
Why-
No more
why would it make
Pelicans.
sense?
No Pelicans. No Titans.
No Titans.
The Titans.
Why? If you have a good argument for that, Carlos, call in. We are here for your call, Carlos.
I think Cunningham was a good quarterback, but
He was good.
He was more of a running back wearing your quarterback's number because he always ran.
Yeah, he
just
did.
took off.
He really
He had a
did.
cannon for an arm. Fucking flick it 80 yards like nothing. He still holds the NFL record.
That's
for
what's
longest
throwing
punt.
me back. The better than what's his name?
He had
the
like
midget from
He had like a
Flutie.
100 and something yard punt or Randall Cunningham. Their punter got hurt, and Cunningham was their backup punter, and he kicked it, and it was
That's
so
like
windy.
Little League.
Yeah, and it hit like the 50 and just kept rolling, and they downed it like the 1 and he kicked it out of his own end zone. It was like it's still the NFL record for the longest punt.
That's amazing.
Yeah, and he was a quarterback.
You know what I was getting confused? Him and Warren Moon were both on.
Why? Because they're both black. Son of a bitch.
Yeah, they were both on the Vikings. Boom.
Yes, they were both on the Vikings.
Yes.
They both finished their careers on the Vikings.
That's why I was getting confused. They weren't both
The
on the Eagles.
Vikings
They
are
were
the
both on the
career
Vikings.
killers of the NFL.
Well, not Case Keenum.
Yeah, no, he fucking good job letting all your
Going to
quarterbacks-
Denver, too, right?
Yeah.
Did he?
Did he go to Denver? Yeah.
Yeah. They're not fools. Cleveland gets a Tyrod, and Case Keenum goes to Denver.
They got Baker Mayfield.
Yeah. That'll
How do you think
that'll work
Baker's
out
gonna
well,
do?
huh?
If it wasn't the Browns, I would be excited
Yeah.
for them. Like
then they don't
something
take-
happens like every time.
Yeah.
Ever since Couch.
There's nothing.
And then you don't
there.
take Chubb or fucking
Barkley.
and
And they didn't even interview them to bluff the teams that wanted him to move up.
Yeah.
The Giants are sitting there. Oh, these assholes aren't taking them. They didn't even interview them. They released that press story 2 weeks before. I said, "Are you kidding me?"
they take Barkley number 1. If they take Barkley number 1, they still would have
Yeah.
got Mayfield number 4. And
Probably.
people be like, "Wow, great draft."
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, but instead it's like,
Nah, they took the Ohio
As a
State
Steelers
midget.
fan, I'm happy.
they take a
Yeah, I
corner
know.
at 4
2 wins.
instead of Chubb
2
or
easy
Nelson.
wins every year.
And then you have the best offensive lineman in the draft still on the board, and
Yeah.
you don't take
Especially
the
Myles Garrett sits out 6-7 games with
Yeah.
a bad ankle. Oh, we don't need Chubb. Well, what about when he goes down? 5 foot. We took a 5'9" cornerback.
Yes.
Number 4 overall. 5'9".
You still have LeBron. Who lost to the Celtics
Yeah.
yesterday.
Ooh, that was brutal.
That was brutal.
Yeah.
I was just
I
in a
felt the pain of
I was just in a
motherhood.
Twitter argument
Felt like I
for
was
like-
giving birth on my couch as the Celtics just hammer fucked
But
them.
thankfully, all the Celtics have their backups playing to do that.
Easily, yeah. Kyrie just sat. I like watching Kyrie on the edge. He was all squished up on the bench. It looked pretty.
Who did the Celtics play before that? Because it was the Sixers.
Sixers. Yeah.
I remember sitting there watching, going, "Wow!" Like that game, it was just one game. I don't.
I was
watch-
expecting that one to be a lot more
I don't watch.
competitive.
I don't watch basketball, but the one game I did watch, they fucking it went into overtime and they tied it up with no time on the clock, and then they went to overtime again. In overtime, they almost did it again, but then they didn't do it. I think it was Sixers had like 5 white guys in the court at the same time. I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? Are they all Russian?
The old Latvian players that are out there.
They're Kaepernicks. They got afros under their helmets.
I thought he was white too. I thought Vin Diesel was white. I didn't know he was black. There's people I didn't know were black. I'm like, there's black.
Dave's black. Everyone's
Dave? I
black.
didn't know
We're
Dave
all
was
black.
black.
Can you handle it?
The Rock. I didn't know The Rock was black.
Yeah.
Rocky
Black,
Johnson. How do you not know
black
that?
and Samoan.
He looks fucking Samoan.
He
A
does.
guy I know was actually his roommate at Miami. He was his fucking college roommate for
Nice.
fucking
That's another-
the Hurricanes.
That's another hot pool. Cleveland brings up players from Miami to play in the shitty cold. That'll work
That
real
always
well.
worked.
Yeah.
Duke Johnson.
Yeah, every year. Chad Thomas this year, who's turning out tracks with Dre or somebody. That'll work. Steelers are just Mason Rudolph's going to be the star of the draft. As soon as they moved it up and got him 6'5", good-looking kid, going to learn behind Big Ben, I just wanted to puke. Just wanted to puke. Another 15 years of shit in Cleveland.
Well, we still haven't signed Bell yet.
They've been, but here's what I'm saying about Cleveland. You've been drafted.
We can't beat your backups, dude. Our coach was like, I'll jump in the lake if you win this game, and they couldn't even beat the backups week 17. But he is jumping. He is jumping June 1st, but technically 0-16 is a different record than 1-15. So
That's true.
I didn't think he had to.
I don't understand how Cleveland's still bad. It's like you've been drafted in the top 10 for the last fucking 20
The ownership
years.
is just...
Like, how are you still bad?
That's because they had the Mets GM, like somebody from the Mets running their fucking organization,
And
which is amazing. I don't even know who the guy is. All I know is he went from the Mets to Cleveland. I'm like, kind of makes sense.
Well, even the Lions have like little bursts every now and again, but then
Yeah.
they suck again. But like it's
They'll
they
have
were-
that 7-9 season. Like, all right, they're really
or,
close.
or they'll make the playoffs one year and you're like, oh, they lost in the first round as usual. But you know they'll do that every now and again, or they'll be right there for the play and then
Every 15 years they get a playoff bid.
But that's what I mean. Like, but they're another team that's always drafting in the top 10. You know,
Yeah.
like Cincinnati.
Cincinnati's always has a good record, blowing out first game of the playoffs. They haven't had a playoff win with what's his name there.
Yeah, how
No.
is he still a coach?
13 years.
we hired the offensive coordinator.
Yeah.
And now they're both bad.
What are you guys ranked 32? We'll take him.
Yeah, 31. That's some power. That's a good guy.
You didn't get regulated.
Uh,
Like my son's a soccer fan, so what they do in the Premier League and a lot of the European leagues for soccer is if you're not good, they have their second tier league. You get kicked out of the top league. So if you're a terrible team, you just don't get to play with the big boys anymore.
That's a fucking good idea.
You get regulated. Just the fuck out.
Yeah, they should have like a minor league football league. You know what I mean? For those guys right on the fucking cusp.
Yeah.
Like a CFL kind of league, you know? Like NFL. Do they still do NFL Europe?
I wish.
I don't think they do.
They don't. I don't think they do.
I
That
know
was fun.
Jacksonville's looking to move, but I
They
don't know
keep
if
saying
that'll
that.
ever come
Yeah.
through.
Who the fuck ever goes to Jacksonville? You know, like, how the fuck does Jacksonville get a team?
Well, I don't know. I think if they're gonna move it, to Mexico City.
At least
They weren't
it's in the
talking about
same
putting
time.
They were talking about putting a fucking team in Mexico.
Yeah. Well, that game with what was it? The Raiders and who else?
Yeah.
And the Patriots.
And the Mexicans.
And the Mexicans loved it somehow.
Well, they're all from LA anyway. They're all looking to, you know.
It's a great game. How do you not love it? Except the kickoffs. Bring the kickoffs back. I don't, at the back. I don't.
Are they actually going to be?
They
done
don't
with
cause
kickoffs?
concussions. They knees, shoulders, other shit goes off on the kickoffs, and they're all backups. But it's just the league trying to prevent the
They really did get rid of
constant
it?
concussion litigation.
But then it's like you don't get a Devin Hester again. You know what I mean? That
I've-
fucking-
I've- blame the
Exactly.
attorneys.
It's the fireworks of the show.
yeah.
It's
Devin
but,
Hester.
and I thought XFL would say like we're doing kickoffs, but apparently they're not doing them either.
Well, at XFL, it was like, oh, no penalties, and at every play there was a fucking flag.
Yeah.
Like, Jesus Christ, because everybody's holding face masking and everything else. It's like, fuck.
I like the whole you put whatever you want on the back of your jersey.
Then you see how stupid these guys are. He hate me.
Yeah.
It's like, that is the dumbest thing I've ever seen.
The star. He was the biggest star of the
Yeah.
league. Who else do you remember? Nobody. He hate me.
He hate me. And Rod Smart went to the Panthers. Played 2 seasons there.
That's right. The Hitmen. The
Yes.
New York, New Jersey Hitmen.
That's our fucking, for our town, that's our symbol, the H. We stole the H.
That's fine. Hitmen wouldn't be acceptable nowadays.
No.
Ah, murders.
Yeah, we're the Hawks, but we stole the H.
I like the H then. I miss the Generals.
But for USFL?
Yes,
That's where Herschel
USFL.
Walker went.
Herschel Walker was a goddamn
They
beast on
stole
there.
Herschel Walker. They stole a bunch of guys out of the NFL.
Doug Flutie, Jim Kelly.
Yeah. Bunch of guys. Wasn't Thurman Thomas too?
Yeah, what's his name too? He got that 6th ring for San Francisco, the 5th ring for San Francisco.
Steve Young?
Yeah, Steve Young
Yeah.
went there first.
Yeah. They all fucking were like, fuck you, NFL. They just threw money at him.
Yeah, they're like, yeah, we could give you more money. We have no salary cap.
Yeah.
What? All right.
Yeah, exactly. And they're like, oh. there's
I would
no
like
money.
to see a league where there's no salary cap and
They could do steroids.
yes. I want to see just
Just
massive,
350-pound linemen just jacked.
jacked up.
I'd rather see one without steroids. Big fat guys again and a little skinny,
That'd be even better too.
Yeah, the big Samoa sumo-looking
We
linemen.
do it like where John Madden was just pulling people literally off the street to come play.
Freaks.
No, he went to junior college in town, so we picked him up.
'Cause look at baseball. Look what happened to him when they cut out the juice. Everybody shrank.
Yeah,
Except Judge. He's the one
just a beast.
beast. So you'd have the beast guys.
It's like when it was UFC and Pride, and they had the fucking Pride guys who were they were fighting the UFC last year at 200 pounds, and now they're 260 fighting in Pride. Because Mark Coleman, just a fucking monster with traps up to his ears, just beating the shit out of everybody. That was like, just head. And the best thing about fucking Pride was the head kicks on the ground. Like guys on the ground, he just runs up and soccer kicks him in the face. Like, all right, fight's over.
That's it.
But then you come to find out fights were fixed in Pride, and like there was a bunch of weird shit going.
say-
Like the Yakuza had their hands in it. There was a bunch of
They had it going, and they had to ruin it with that.
like they were paying the refs off.
They went all Pete Rose on it.
Well, they were paying the refs off to like make fights go certain ways. Like Rampage fought Vanderlei Silva, and they had Vanderlei Silva. You guys know who Vanderlei
Yeah,
Silva
the
is?
Brazilian guy.
The axe murderer, Vanderlei Silva. Yeah.
idea.
He's the axe murderer, but he's a fucking he was a monster in Pride. But later on you find out they were paying Japanese fighters just take beatings, like don't try to win, just take the worst beating you could stand, and we'll pay you.
And they're into that.
$50,000.
I've seen their videos. They're into
And
that.
literally, they're just standing in front of them, getting blasted in the face, and they're like, "Oh my god!" It was like a fucking crazy like beating. And then he built his reputation as this fucking monster. But then he goes to fight Rampage Jackson, who's an equal monster, and
It wasn't a setup.
they kicked the ref off a little bit. Like, hey, Rampage starts to get a little bit up, just fucking because Vanderlei's beating him on his feet. Rampage takes him down. He goes to hit him. They go, stop, and they stand him up. He's like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, what are you doing? We just went to the ground for a second. And they stood up, and that's when Rampage got one of the fucking worst knockouts ever. He got fucking knocked through the ropes, KO'd fucking out of the fucking ring.
And that's why he went to do A-Team.
Yeah.
I just realized, I came to a realization, though, recently, that the only reason UFC is as big as it is right now is because, like, our generation, we got to watch Mike Tyson and Rocky movies. Yeah. Where everything was just a big battle, and it was cool watching boxing back then.
Well, Mike Tyson was never a battle. It was just, how long is this guy going to last?
Yeah, right, but we were all intent to watch that. I was like, all right, this is going to be good. Let's see. But then he also ruined it because you're spending $60 on a pay-per-view that's over in a minute.
Yeah.
So it's like, so then, like, all right, well, we can't keep that adrenaline going. What do we do next?
Yeah. But then we had the golden age of pro wrestling, too. You had the fucking Hulkster and fucking Snuka.
Yeah.
You know?
Roddy
Like now,
Piper, my hero.
Yeah, right. Like and now I try to watch. I'm like, this isn't the same.
Yeah.
Like I was into it when I was a kid, and I got out, and I got back into it when it was like Stone Cold and fucking The Rock, and then they had the fucking NWO and the W. Like I got back into it. I'm like, all right, this is fucking cool again.
I wasn't totally back into it at that point, but I was a little more interested. I'm like, all right, I'll watch a little bit here and there. And I was like, all right. Then I was done with it, and then I'm like, I'll let my son watch a little bit.
Well, my son got into it a little bit. I
little John Cena shit.
Yeah, he got into it with him a little bit, and then I'm like, then he's like, yeah, I'm done. Like,
yeah, when he was done, I'm like, yeah, I have no reason to watch. I'm good. And I try every now and then, like, because we do Monday, so like I turn it off and the TV's right there. So I'm like, yeah, change the channel, like almost immediately.
It's like because we had ECW, man. Come on, it was like
that too.
You were like, Jesus, like how is he alive?
Well, I remember. You remember? Not that we got to watch it often, but just reading the magazines of AWA and NWA wrestling was amazing. Watching, just seeing the pictures of like Piper and Valentine, all bloody from the barbed wire match. They had a barbed wire match. The fuck is wrong with these people?
The fucking greatest one was the fucking Mick Foley fucking Undertaker, where he fucking chokeslammed him through the fucking cage. You're like, holy shit!
Yeah.
Off the cage. The Undertaker was off the cage. Right? Triple H was through the cage. Wait, who did...
Foley went through it and off it.
Yeah, off it was the Undertaker, though. He chokeslammed him off the cage through the fucking Spanish announce table. And
always the Spanish announce table.
And his tooth went through his face. Yeah, it was a fucking... Yeah, he was fucking... Like, that was like, wow. If anybody's going to have CTE, it's going to be Mick fucking Foley.
Yeah. If he doesn't have it, I don't know how many people have it.
They handcuffed him and The Rock is blasting him with a fucking chair like 8 times.
That was bad.
I'm like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I'd rather take the cage bump than the chair to the head.
And WWE's like the cleaner one. Like that's the safe one, and that's happening.
Yeah, that was a fucking like.
They were known as the safe entertainment for wrestling.
I think that was before they were publicly traded, though. I don't remember.
No, remember, because then after that they had like.
But even still, they were still considered the more tame one. Like it wasn't like where you had the Road Warriors coming in and literally trying to hurt people with spiked stuff, bringing a spiked bat into the ring.
Well, then they tried another because remember they brought the ECW guys in,
Yeah.
and then they would fucking like do the
Dudley
ECW
Boys.
shit.
Yeah.
and-
I
Because they had the
was
ECW
at that
belt.
pay-per-view in Cleveland, Invasion. My cousin and I were so drunk they let us sit in the handicap section. Guys were coming down and they'd throw them out, and we started at noon. They're like, no, they can stay. Surrounded by dudes in wheelchairs.
Now, when did you wrestle?
07 to 2010, only 4 years. But then I've been doing the ring announcing since.
All right. Did you do that Rescue Mania thing too, or no?
Nah. I do primarily IWF stuff. So
Okay.
not really. I like the announcing; it's fun, but I've been getting comedy a lot more often. So
That makes sense.
Moving on.
Because that's what Ed was doing at that thing. He was doing the announcing.
Yeah.
He was really good at it. I enjoyed watching that.
cool.
He was the heel announcer, right?
Yeah, he was the heel announcer.
He-
so it
he
was
was
pretty
the-
cool. Which makes sense.
He was the Jerry the King Lawler,
Yeah.
the Bobby Heenan.
And I was that equivalent of a fan outside, standing behind all the smallest children that they let right by the ring, and booing all the good guys and cheering all the bad guys. All the parents getting pissed at me. Like, yeah, whatever. Like, yeah, we'll have them throw you in there. I'm like, okay, I'll sign a waiver.
Yeah.
Get some good video of me. I don't care.
Yeah, I'm glad
I'm silly enough to get tossed around a little bit.
it's fun. It's like doing comedy, but jumping out of an airplane at the same time.
Yeah, but some of the shit you're like, ooh, that's gotta hurt. That's still gotta hurt.
Some of it, yeah.
You're like, that's gotta hurt,
Yeah,
man.
it fucking hurts.
I know
You
it's a
don't
really
care.
cheap aluminum, garbage can they're hitting him with, but it's still getting hit with a garbage can.
Yeah.
You're still getting your ass beat real quick.
No, it's not even those. It's like the slam. Sometimes you're like, ooh,
slams.
that probably hurt a little.
Yeah,
bit.
The
those,
chair's
those,
still hitting you in the back.
Yeah.
those rings are pretty shitty too.
And then sometimes
It's like hitting the ground.
you can see the guy hit him. You know what I mean? You can see the guy hit him. You're like, ooh, he really hit him.
Yeah.
Like, what was it? Recently, Brock Lesnar was wrestling some new guy or something, and the guy fucking hits him, and Lesnar gets up and fucking boom, fucking, and the dude's like, holy shit! Like, you see the guy's eyes go wide, like, oh fuck, this guy's like,
Good thing he's not on
this
steroids.
guy's the real deal.
If,
Well, not
if
Lesnar.
Brock was on steroids, it would be bad.
Well, that was the whole thing. When we went back to fight in the UFC, they had him sign a waiver. He got like a pass.
yeah.
He wasn't on steroids, but he just got off steroids. And he even said, look, I'm not going to pass a drug. Like, he told them he's not
Yeah.
going to pass the drug test. And then he failed for the post-psychotherapy stuff. He was taking, like, anti-estrogens and HCG and all the stuff you take post-cycle. So he fails for that, and people are like, he was on steroids. Yeah, I know, he told you. He
Yeah.
told you he was on steroids.
Have you seen him?
Like, he said, I'm on steroids, I'm not going to pass. But the UFC wanted a big fight, you know what I mean, for UFC
Yeah.
200, so they had him fight Mark Hunt.
Mike's
Yeah,
brother?
he was on steroids. Mark Hunt's a big fucking Samoan who just drops people.
Nice.
Just fucking with lunchbox for hands. Puts people to sleep. That was a good fight, though.
I don't know. I want to watch UFC more often, but the two times I watched pay-per-views, I was not impressed.
You know what it is? I'm here. I'm
I haven't watched a pay-per-view since like Tank Abbott days.
and then
When
you
it
didn't
first
even, you didn't
came
even
out.
watch it was you didn't pay for it. Somebody had the cheater box.
Hoist Gracie and
Yeah.
Tank Abbott and
Dan Lamore had me come over his house for like a UFC party. I'm like, all right, I'll check it out. It was the one where the Dominican chick won the title.
I don't know.
Yeah, exactly. My whole thing too. I'm like, yeah, I have no idea. I'm like,
That's what I mean. I'm out with the chick fights. I'm out.
I
well,
don't.
I don't remember anybody else. I just remember there was the chick fight, and she looked like the chick from $1 Million Baby.
That's the whole thing. It was like the chicks. I'm like, whatever. Like, you know what I mean? I'm like, whatever.
Yeah.
Like, and then you get the fucking midgets fighting. They're fucking 125 pounders.
I miss midget wrestling.
No, but they're 125 pound fighters, and it's like, I want to see fucking 265 pound guys throw bombs at each other's face.
I want
Where-
to see
where the-
midget UFC.
Where the fight can end.
Could they get
in
10
any second.
midgets in the fucking ring in a battle royal for
You
UFC?
gotta get them over the cage, though. That's gonna be fucking impossible.
No, you have somebody just give them a boost.
Yeah.
I'll lay down in front of the ring so they can
Yeah.
climb on my shoulder, climb up, get in the ring.
Tank Abbott versus 10 midgets. There you go.
Tank Abbott.
Or
That guy
Or
just
like they used to do with like Gorilla Monsoon or whatever, or Andre the Giant with a bunch of midgets around him, just
That's right.
kicking him in the legs.
That's right.
Tank Abbott still is one of the greatest knockouts ever. He grabbed the cage, punched the dude in the head. The guy folded over his hand like he was out cold, but he was holding him up because he couldn't fall down because his arm was there and just kept hitting him. And the fucking dude's already sleeping, like just keep fucking blasting him in the face.
Wow.
Hit him so hard we could actually watch his
Yeah.
dreams.
He was just a big biker who threw bombs. Fucking Tank Abbott. That was a Kimbo Slice.
I miss him.
But you know what?
He's the one that died too, right?
Yeah, here's what I have to say about Kimbo Slice. Everybody was like, oh, it's fucking bullshit to let him. He made a concerted effort to learn how to grapple, to learn, you know what I mean? Like, he just didn't have a gas tank. He had no gas tank. He threw bombs, but he had no gas tank, and he wasn't a good wrestler. So when he fought a guy who was a wrestler, the guy's going to fucking dominate him because he's a wrestler. Like,
Yeah.
But if you even watch those backyard fights, every time he gets hit hard, he takes a knee. Every single time. He the guys are in a scramble and they're throwing bombs and the guy clips him, he'll take a knee.
Who was the other big guy that died?
Oh, no, he didn't die. Died of 5,000. He didn't die. He almost died. He almost died.
Why would he take the knee unintentionally?
No,
or
because
just-
it was they had it like the backyard fights. It was like boxing rules.
Okay.
So if you took a knee, you got a 20 count to get up
Ah.
to continue the fight. So every time he would take a good one, he would take a knee. And then he would get up and he'd continue to
Smart.
Kimbo was the one that was K1 or whatever?
fight. No, he fought in where he
Who was the one that was K1 that went to UFC?
Bob Sapp.
That's it.
Bob Sapp. He was actually a guard for the Chicago Bears.
Yeah.
And one of Ditka's last drafts, and Ditka didn't want him because he fucking knew he was all juiced up. He got run out of the league for steroids. He was the guy who's from the longest yard.
Yeah.
Fucking just he fought actually the guy I used to train under, and he fought Hollis Gracie, and fucking Hollis goes out there and fucking Sapp comes out throwing bombs. Hollis takes him down. He fucking hits him once. Sapp rolls to his stomach and taps out. And he goes, "What the fuck? Like what?" He just knew. He's like, "I can't win now. I'm on the ground. I can't.
I'm
win.
done.
The only chance I had was to knock you out, and you took me down. So the fight's over." He's like, "I'm going to save myself the punishment. I'm just going to."
You know who I'd like to see in wrestling? That what was that? The actor that was in
Tom Cruise.
Close. Higher Learning and American History X that jacked up.
Latimer?
Yeah, Latimer from the
Guy
program.
put the place at the table. Puts his head through the fucking window. I show my son. My son's like, "Oh, I think what fucking movie is it? I think Remember the Titans is the best football movie." I'm like,
No.
"Hold on,
You know,
we're watching the program."
did you see it before they took that scene?
No, I didn't.
I did. I saw it in the theaters the weekend
Yeah.
it came out. I was excited to see it.
Yeah.
I think it actually changes the movie a little.
Okay.
Because the whole thing, what they took out was there was a scene where the quarterback takes the team and he's like, "Come on, we're gonna do it was like a leadership exercise. Like you're gonna follow me, do what I gotta do," which is focal to the movie. That's why everybody's following each other. What you're supposed to do in a program, like you're supposed to do in a football program. Quarterback's the fucking leader. You do what he says. And they were doing a thing where they were laying down on the highway. All right, I get it. It's stupid. I don't think you should take it out of a movie because some idiots fucking did it in real life.
Yeah, I think some idiots from Texas did it. And
Yeah, and
one
got killed.
Yeah.
All right, so natural selection, I think.
exactly.
Whatever happened, that's the
know.
thing that fucking pisses me off about these liberals.
I had a buddy try to put his head through a fucking window after the program too. Try to put his head through a car window.
Did they get rid of windows?
Didn't work out for him.
Did they get rid of that scene?
No.
Exactly. No, but you go and you have this scene. It was focal to the movie. It was like, no. Because when they get into why he was the leader and how he felt all fucked up towards the end there when he was injured, it led back to that because it was about his leadership in the beginning.
Yeah. Great movie, though.
It's still a great movie, though.
Yeah.
I like how knocking the ball out of Omar Epps' hands, making anybody gets that ball.
I use that line all the time when I'm fucking. I coach defense. I go, "You hit that running back so hard his girlfriend dies." Like, what?
Yeah, it's a good line. If only the kids hit like that.
I had a couple kids in my head that hit like fucking trucks.
Well, your son, he learned from a maniac.
Yeah.
How long you been in the coaching game now?
Shit. How old is my son? 12 since he was 5.
Wow,
So I'm
cool.
coaching wrestling and football since he was 5.
He coaches 5-year-old
I
wrestling.
coach 5-year-olds in wrestling. I don't even coach my son anymore. I coach the little kids because I'm like, for some reason they all like me. They're all like, "Hey, I'm like the fun coach," and then
Okay.
I'm like,
He's the fun guy.
and then like, but they're all like, "Yeah," like, and I'm the loudest person in the gym. And originally, when I, because I wasn't a good fucking, I'm not a good technical wrestler. You know what I mean? Like, So I was there. I was just, they needed help, and I said, all right, I'll help you. What do you need me to do? I'll take the rosters. I'll make the matchups. What do you... And they noticed when I was coaching my son how loud I was. So the one guy goes, hey, can you do me a favor? Could you coach this? Could you coach? Yeah, sure. And I was just as loud. So he goes, all right, from now on, I'm going to make the matchups. You're going to coach on the mat because you're louder than everyone in the gym. I'm like, okay.
I haven't watched it yet, the new Karate Kid series.
It's awesome. I only saw the 2 free episodes. That's all
I
needed.
Yeah, I want to watch it.
Awesome.
It's free episode. You
know
watch
what?
the
I'm
first
gonna,
2 free.
I'm going to get it on my fucking pirate thing.
YouTube.
Yeah, but YouTube, you only can see the first 2 episodes.
Yeah.
I want to watch the whole goddamn series.
Well, you can do. Ed Ruffalo did the old back around. He went and he subscribed, and put his free trial for the free month. Watched everything and canceled.
Okay, that's a possibility.
That's a
'cause it's
possibility
great.
right there. It looks like it's cool.
Yeah.
And just Zabka's just a dick to everybody. I love it.
Who?
Billy Zabka, the blonde kid.
Oh, he's still a dick?
Yeah.
Oh, awesome.
What do you mean the blonde kid, Johnny?
Johnny.
I think he's the face in it.
Yeah.
It's weird. They kind of blend it.
They make him be the bad hero.
You kind of like him.
Oh, really?
He's like the anti-hero.
You like him, yeah. How do you like Daniel LaRusso, huh?
And Danny Russo's like some
Yeah.
wise ass. Oh, he's a car salesman.
Oh, really?
It's like, oh, you turned out to be a dick. I like.
They
I like
both.
Johnny better.
It's like human nature.
Yeah.
There's not good. They both have good
Did you ever see
and
the,
bad sides.
You ever see the video that tells you that Daniel Russo's actually the bad guy in the Karate Kid
That's
movie?
kind of what they play off on it.
Like that video.
They kind of take that angle. At
Yeah.
least at the beginning they did, just to make it interesting.
I didn't see the
but-
video. I saw it on a TV show where they were talking about that. They're like,
Yeah.
no, not that little loser from Jersey. I'm talking about the real Karate Kid, Billy Zabka.
No, like it's actually fucking. They go through like why every scene Daniel actually is the aggressor in the fight. he starts the fight every time.
What's it called?
I don't remember. Daniel LaRusso, Karate Kid. Yeah, put the Russo bad guy. Not lyrics. What were you gonna fucking rap?
Yeah.
Right there.
There you go.
Yeah, it's Daniel LaRusso, the Karate Kid bully.
2 of them.
Episode 3.
No, this isn't it.
Karate Kid is the
I
story
heard it. Yeah.
of a violent sociopath who moves to a California town and begins tormenting a local boy and his friends. Johnny is a high school senior with a commitment to atone for past mistakes and move his life forward in a positive direction.
Go ex-degenerate, man. 8 a.m. tomorrow, I'm a senior. Got 1 year to make it all work. And that's what I'm going to do. Make it work.
They are destined to meet when Daniel's neighbor invites him to a beach party where he becomes instantly obsessed with Johnny's newly ex-girlfriend, Allie.
Hi.
After a courtship ritual consisting solely of creepy, unbroken eye contact, he approaches her, only to be summarily rebuffed. Johnny arrives to patch things up with Allie, but the discussion becomes heated.
Well, I want to talk to you, all right?
Now, I want to be clear about this. What Johnny is doing is not okay, and he should respect her wish to be left alone. Johnny is, in the end, a flawed hero. But one thing he is definitely not doing is getting violent. Daniel, however, seeing an opportunity to insert himself into Allie's life, chooses to escalate the situation, demanding the return of Allie's radio. Frustrated and heartbroken, Johnny complies with Daniel's request, and in the heat of the moment, pushes him down. Daniel now has the radio, and Allie is still in no danger. Nevertheless, he attacks Johnny, who merely steps aside, allowing Daniel to
Nice takedown.
twice.
I didn't do anything.
But when Daniel refuses to let it go, Johnny must use force to end this violent outburst for the safety of everyone present. So what is Daniel's response to Johnny's violent aggression? Pow! A sucker punch right to the mouth. Johnny defends himself, as is his legal right, and then de-escalates the situation by leaving the
That's
scene.
his legal right.
The next day in school, Daniel tripped while playing sport ball. Rather than accepting that occasional bumps and bruises will happen during playtime, Daniel instead externalizes the blame onto Johnny's friend Bobby and proceeds to ground and pound him, MMA style. A few days later, Daniel attempts to enroll at a karate school, obviously intending to up his game. So
That's the guy that was at Bridgestones, right?
Put it this way.
Or he was trying to get at Bridgestones?
Someone picked
I don't
a fight
know.
with you,
The Marine guy?
lost, and then went out the next day and bought a gun. Well, that's exactly how Johnny feels when Daniel shows up at Cobra Kai. So he decides to send a message. Your violence will not be tolerated. What happens when you teach karate to a person with a bad attitude? Months go by and no one bothers anyone. Clearly this conflict is over. Until Daniel, unprovoked and for absolutely no reason, drenches Johnny with water in the middle of a school function, ruining his night. To add irony to injury, Johnny was at that very moment sparking up a J, which is just about the least violent thing you can do.
Fair enough.
But I digress. Daniel has crossed the line.
Very underrated movie, PCU.
After causing a multi-car collision, he flees into the night. There is no telling what further damage this unbalanced and violent individual will do. And once again, it falls on Johnny to contain Daniel's fury. After local busybody, karate master, and child battler intervenes, Daniel convinces him that this is somehow all Johnny's fault. So they go to Johnny's sacred place, the Cobra Kai studio, and challenge him to yet another fight. Johnny accepts the challenge and even agrees to refrain from defending himself against any more of Daniel's unprovoked aggression until the match. Daniel, of course, sees this as a license to continue to harass Johnny in public with impunity.
Hey guys, how you doing? It's good to see you. Hey, sorry about the eye today, Johnny. You shoulder okay, Tommy? You guys be careful not to go stepping in front of any more buses now, alright?
The day of the tournament arrives. Johnny is there defending his title. Daniel, meanwhile, is a danger to himself and others as he rules of engagement.
Alright, what are the rules here?
To no one's surprise, Johnny advances to the final round, and Karma catches up with Daniel when his leg is injured by the boy he wantonly attacked on the soccer field. However, just as Johnny is about to be awarded his trophy, Daniel is granted unnatural strength by the demon sorcerer Miyagi, enabling him to defeat Johnny and win the tournament in an upset.
Demon sorcery.
Ever mindful of good sportsmanship, Johnny lets go of his sadness at losing, subjugates his ego, and personally presents Daniel with his tainted blood trophy. May you choke on it in your wet dreams, you rotten little prick. Please click like and hit subscribe if you'd like to see more videos like this.
Yes, I do.
Let me know in the comments what you think about my theory and what movie I should...
Love it. That was good.
See?
Yeah, they kind of run with that in the TV series.
Which
so that's
one?
cool. The new series, yeah, they kind of take that whole idea and play with it.
I went, Elizabeth Shue's not in it. Very upsetting.
I think if it takes off though, they'll bring people
What
in
is she
for
doing anyway?
cameos.
What is she doing
I
today?
think she looks like a Gorgon now. I don't think you can put her on camera.
That's why you gotta do it.
I know. They don't like that though. They don't.
Kelly McGillis.
Oh. I hate when you see somebody all those years later. It's like, oh.
I might have touched my wiener looking at you before. God damn
Yeah,
it.
wow, what the hell? Not, I mean, not everybody could be Salila Moon Fry, okay? So.
Well, she had giant tits, didn't
Yeah,
she?
she had to get that reduction.
Boo. You ever see the fucking pictures from breast reductions? It's like Franken tits. I'm out. Like, that's so enraging.
It is.
Like, you see these
It's
chicks
against
with, like,
God.
great tits. You're like, wow, wow, come on. Then you got fucking, they have a scar here, and then all the way around their nipple they have a scar. And I'm like, gross.
All of them get that?
Yes.
It's not like, where they have the options
Nope.
with implants.
They slice it from here to here, nipple down, and then cut the nipple off. Take the nipple off.
What awful doctor does this?
All I do is watch plastic surgery videos on fucking Instagram. I'm following like 8 plastic surgeons on Instagram. I'll find one. Hold on. They're everywhere.
I don't think I can see this. I got a weak stomach. I thought they went through the back. Why not just go through the back and suck the blubber out?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, see?
Oh, it's animated, so it's a lot less. I can take this a little better. Still don't like it.
I do want to see top 10 plastic surgeries gone wrong. This is what happens every goddamn time. We see a video on the side that we want to watch too.
Your surgeon will make cuts.
See?
A horizontal incision may also be made
Underneath. Yeah, Franken tits.
Here we show the breast
That just
tissue,
looks awful.
areola,
That's why we gotta watch it.
underlying muscle and ribs. Here we show the breast being reshaped.
Boo.
Ugh.
And
Gross.
areola may also be repositioned.
Well, now she's
to suit
Asian.
the new shape. The cuts in each breast are then closed with stitches.
Yeah,
I
Franken
figured you
tits.
would like it because it looks like a Navy anchor.
Franken tits. Gross.
Non-dissolvable stitches are removed about a week after surgery. Dressings are placed over your stitches. You will also need to wear a
That looks like it's holding it up, too. That one band's on the
Temporary
bottom.
drains may be left in place for up to 48 hours after your operation
Boo.
to allow blood and fluids to drain.
Oh, yummy. Blood and fluid.
This is the end of the
That might got it.
animation.
Now I'm fucking hard.
Click on the
I love shit like this.
Hi and welcome to
Awesome.
Space Therapy. Today we'll be considering
Wow.
the worst cases of plastic surgery, whether it be an obsession with injections,
Ugh.
the attraction to constant
Jesus.
change in the way
She
you
was
look
attractive.
yourself look
Yikes.
better, or just
She was not.
unlucky. Number 10, Renee Talley. Sometime in 2012, Renee wanted to be able to experience what it's like to have quote-unquote big booty problems, and it turned out literally to be exactly that. Her implants soon became toxic
Awesome.
and attached to her organs in some kind of way. Ignoring doctor's advice, rather than getting it treated, she got her implants replaced with new ones, and her expectations literally took a 180.
Is it on record? Good, okay. This is my implant flipping backwards.
You're making us miss the good part, Dave.
I just don't want to forget. Have people in chat get mad at us.
I shouldn't be able to flip. Okay, turn it up now.
Number 9, Vishal Thakur. After a difficult year in 2006,
He got his turban
Thakur
removed?
decided it was time to treat himself to a nose job, maybe hoping to improve his lifestyle by way of appearance. Unfortunately, the first visit led to an infection in his nasal cavity, leading to repeat appointments
Awesome.
that kept going bad. Finally,
Oh, it looks like
after
balls.
the 21st surgery, his nose had been cut off and a straw has been inserted to make sure he can at least breathe. Poor guy.
And after a divorce.
Oh, I hate looking at myself.
These are his before pictures.
There was nothing wrong with his nose, really. Now there
This
is.
is what 22 surgeries have done to Thacker.
He should go to those guys on E Channel.
Right? You would think they would want to have this guy on.
Yeah.
The first
Don't
surgery
cry,
was
you're
in
gonna
2006,
clock your
but
snuffle needle.
afterwards, his breathing became a problem.
There were 7 surgeries done on your face in 53 days.
That's what you get for going to the plastic surgeon from Krupa.
Thing, it
Yeah.
stretches this guy. It reminds me what is on my face. That takes every reason to smile.
That's why they have prostitutes there.
Miyoko. Obsessed with looking to stay young, 48-year-old Miyoko would repeatedly visit
That's
cosmetic
48, that's not
surgeons to get
bad.
whatever treatment she desired until they refused to continue seeing her. Still unsatisfied with
She's
how
Asian.
she looked, Miyoko
Looks
injected
12.
cooking oil into her own
I'm in.
face, and it wasn't until
She was
February
injecting
of
cooking
that
oil
she
into
sought
her
the
own
help of
face?
Surgeons and doctors.
Yikes!
Ah!
Spread doctors had her
This is
do
like that
oral
movie
treatments
Seven.
with
This is not
oil,
watchable.
oil, and other substances from her
Wow.
face, neck, and other regions of her upper body.
What the
So-
fuck?
What is wrong with people? Ah! That's,
What
come on,
the
that's not real.
Fuck! Yikes! Dave, would you?
She look no.
Yeah, you
She looks like one of those HR Puffin stuff puppets.
Jesus, tap dancing Christ.
I don't know if I can do the next 7. This is getting. The butt was funny. The rest,
Number 7, Regine Norency. In
Yikes.
2005, Regine desperately wanted to change.
What did it look like
her
after?
look, so much so that she, rather than saving up
Ah, it did get
she
worse.
couldn't afford yet, she went to a clinic to do a back alley injection on her own for a cheap price. Obviously excited, she said yes. She was scheduled at 4 different injections, but before the second time, she felt something was odd when the woman would leave her house in the middle of her own injection.
Ah!
So she requested a stop, which luckily for her saved her life. Now, she may have lost her butt and become a quadruple amputee, but she
What?
wouldn't be dead otherwise.
The buttocks started to get hard. That was the first sign. The second sign was discoloration.
I'll never go to the doctor for anything ever again.
No, she was getting back alley injections.
Plastic surgeries and over 200 procedures in total since
There you go, a training just for you.
led to her becoming disfigured and
Ah.
disabled with more than 12 liters of plastic having to be removed from
She's
her
not bad.
body. Never being fully satisfied with her appearance, she has spent more than a total of $100,000 throughout this entire process.
What's the name? Because we'll definitely be able to see her naked.
One of the most
Yeah.
on the planet. Undergoing an estimated 200 cosmetic procedures.
I definitely went off the deep end. I think I've had over 200 surgeries. And I regret it because it's ruined my body.
Despite leaving her,
So you altered your body, but you're upset because it ruined your body?
more work to be
You're a
done.
fucking
Wait,
moron.
what's the name?
From La Habra, California, they shelled out hundreds of thousands of dollars.
Because I will guarantee you can see her naked.
She
I was definitely obsessed. I pushed my obsession to the limit. I think it was an addiction, just like
Right there.
drugs or alcohol is an addiction.
There's a total
A little bit back for a little bit more.
This led
Been living in pain for so long. Actually, it was a relief for me. I was
Live
like,
from
oh,
LA.
wow, at least I won't
Well, I just
be
couldn't
in
keep
pain.
looking at her stumps.
Here we
Number
go.
5, Monique Allen.
Monique Allen.
originally born male has around 100
Monique Allen nude.
surgeries and over 200 procedures
M-O-N.
in total since being
I.
22.
M-O-N, motherfucker.
You're not gonna like what comes up, man. Monique Allen sounds like a forward on the Lakers.
You gotta say nude, you weirdo.
$1,000 throughout this entire process.
Wow.
Is one of the most surgically
Images.
enhanced people on the planet. Undergoing an estimated 200 cosmetic procedures.
That's not her.
I definitely went off the deep end. I think I've had over 200 surgeries. And I regret it because it's ruined my body.
Despite leaving her with an extreme appearance and ongoing health
Troll.
issues, she still feels there's more work to be done.
A lesson in acceptance.
Now, has shelled out
Boo.
hundreds of thousands of dollars over the years, striving for the body
All right,
she
fast
craves.
forward.
I was definitely obsessed. I pushed my obsession
Wait a
to the
minute.
limit. I think it was an
Bag for feces to lie in.
Back up.
After, surgeons will remove the bag and reattach his coat.
Before undergoing gender reassignment surgery in the 70s.
my reassignment.
Oh, so her fucking pussy must look like a hatchet wound.
It was very important to me, and thank God we live in an age where science can give you that, if that's what you truly want and need.
Number 4, Joseph Swing. At the time, Swing was dealing with something called diverticulitis.
I have
which,
that.
In short, causes discomfort in bowel movements. Usually what
If it wasn't for his
I have
bad
diverticulitis.
pronunciation.
I have diverticulitis.
Feces to lie in. After, surgeons will remove the bag and reattach his colon, but they accidentally stapled it to his bladder. Because of this, he literally dealt with dick farts for 2 weeks. Yes, I did say
Dick
And
farts.
I didn't know this until doctors corrected this mistake, but dick farts.
Dick farts.
Number 3.
Yikes!
Jocelyn Wildenstein. Passionate about hunting, she met her now ex-husband, ex-Wildenstein, at a shooting range.
She was attractive.
As he wanted Jocelyn to look more cat-like because he has a weird thing for large felines. Yeah, I know.
Holy
Following the
Christ.
divorce, it was revealed that all surgeries
That's not the cat
totaled
lady, though,
more than
right?
$4 million.
I don't know.
Could have saved a lot of money if you just
Ugh.
literally would have
Wow.
bought a latex Catwoman suit, but nope. Gotta go spend $4 million, I guess.
Ugh. Ugh.
That's so gross.
Ugh.
Number 2, Christina Ray. Withholding somewhat of an obsession with fictional characters like Jessica Rabbit, Christina wanted to have
All right.
injections to make her lips resemble
Yikes.
those of Jessica's. Unfortunately, no one really told her when to stop injecting her lips, and even so, she kind of grew obsessed with the procedures. Now, holding the world record for the largest lips, with every surgery costing around $60 and admitting them to hurting somewhat, Christina claims that she doesn't plan
Ugh.
on stopping.
What
She
the
wasn't
fuck?
bad beforehand.
Yeah.
Now she just hates herself and keeps
Man,
getting shit done.
Satan horns.
Right?
That looks like an asshole.
Oh, she got the fangs too. Nice. Ram what?
I don't get it. Who finds that attractive? I don't get it. That's terrible.
And finally,
Although I
number
would
one,
that one.
Pete Burns. Even after doing this list,
Yeah, she was the hottest one.
Yeah, she's definitely the hottest one.
Pete went this
And maybe Cat Lady.
First beginning with a simple nose job from the earnings he got with his band Dead or Alive, Pete soon became obsessed. Constantly changing his face around because he gets bored of his own look,
Ugh.
Pete repeatedly goes back and forth changing his facial features, botched or not.
Sometimes you're just unlucky, and it was fixed.
Oh, and the accent makes it
If
worse.
you can fix it, if it goes wrong, if you can fix it, I don't see it as anything.
All right, we're done, right?
Yeah.
The nose
Just want to make sure.
Jeez, that was.
That was
If
brutal.
I needed to feel healthy, that will make you feel sane.
Yeah.
Alrighty then. That's a couple minutes early. So you want to do that now, or you want to wait a couple minutes?
I don't care. We can see if we got any comments
Yeah, we'll check that first.
on the fucking videos. Now people
No.
are too like fuck this.
No, they're getting weird. They're putting the shit in there.
Yeah, we weren't doing that before.
I don't know if that's a blessing or a curse.
Yeah. Can we put the eFuck clip in the weekend on there?
I wouldn't want to do that.
But you're not putting porn on there. You're putting a link.
I think they'll get you.
Right?
I'm not sure.
We put kangaroo dicks on there.
There'd be porn links everywhere if you could put porn links.
Yeah.
Didn't we put
Everybody-
we put kangaroo porn on last week?
That's nature.
I tagged myself. Is that
That's 7th grade biology.
I guess we can go eFuck.
We're gonna start here.
All right, we'll go eFuck now.
Ah.
Worst hits in porn. Those are just giant like implants. Those aren't even good ones.
Oh no! I don't know.
Look at the nipples on her. Jesus Christ.
Wow.
Shit to go in there.
That's literally half her tit.
Looks like a wang.
They look fake. Though.
Yikes. Oh, that's leaking.
Ah. It's lactating and coming at
What
the same
the
time.
fuck?
What do you have us watching today? Shay, you would still watch it.
She has wacky tits too.
She really does. Ah.
Is that hair? Wait, no. What is that?
I don't know.
Is that hair or like stretch marks?
Or like burn marks.
Both.
It's a nice scar.
They do get good music on here for these.
Hey, those I'm fine with.
Those are just fucking weird. They
Looks
are
like balls.
Ah!
Those are pregnant tits. Yikes! Yeah.
Speaking of
jacked.
steroids.
Eh.
She got tits got deflated. Yeah.
This is bizarre.
How were they the best looking ones?
I know. All right, now if you want to go, I'll go to page 1. Just go to eFuck, yeah. These are pictures, though. Right there.
My life without a cop.
Yes.
Did you see that on?
So, it's just a fella, you know, just a normal guy. He's a little fucking gay, but whatevs. Blow this up to full screen so we can look at the pictures. Just guy, you know, he goes to the Pride Parade in a little pair of underpants.
Good for him. Oh, look at a little schmeckle.
Yeah. Shows you his wiener.
Oh, he does it himself?
Pay attention.
He's not cutting his wang. I can't look at it.
First he got his...
Yeah, no,
first
no.
He,
Oh, no.
What are you doing? You're going to ruin it.
No.
Look, he pigged his balls off. He tied him up with a fucking rubber band until they fucking fell off.
At least he had the decency to put him in a jar.
Wow.
This is awful.
Look. That, you know, now he said, all right, I don't need balls. What do I need balls for? What am I, gay?
See no evil, hear no evil.
So now, look, he's like, look at my butt now. There's no balls here to fucking block the thing here.
Somethinggay.com. Yeah. No, no. No.
Keep going.
No, I can't. I'll just scroll down.
Okay. He's got a
I
couple,
can't look.
just a couple rubber bands. I mean, come on. You're ruining everything.
I can't see, that's why.
You're not scrolling. I'm just staring at the same picture.
It's sorry.
There you go. Look,
it slid.
It's just.
I'm not looking. I can't. I will never unsee it.
I can't.
Oh, now he's got a razor knife.
Ah!
You're one sick bastard.
Ah!
It's off. Look. What the
No,
you gotta look at
no.
the next part. Hold on. Scroll. You gotta scroll. Look how cute she looks.
Ah.
Scroll. Wait. Scroll. Not this picture. Scroll down. Scroll. Keep scrolling.
Ah.
You gotta look at this picture. You gotta look. You gotta look.
That's funny.
I took a quick peek.
That was funny at least.
That's awful.
Look, now he just says, "Hey, fuck my butt."
With his own penis, though.
Oh my God.
I understand being gay, but Jesus H. Christ. Do you hate your dick that much?
You hate your life that much. Like, I gotta assume that even, like, the guys hate that, too.
Yeah. Trent Gates. Binary null gender power bottom.
Power bottom. That's his finisher.
Come hater versus gangbang. I gotta redeem something. We gotta look at something else.
Come hater versus gangbang?
I'd rather this.
I'm really, really nervous about it because I've only ever done 5 guys, and I'm then actually swallowed now. Today I've got to swallow all 10
Jesus, there's a whole lot of guys.
I'm scared in case I throw up.
She's afraid it's gonna be too much. Oh, spinning the shop right back.
They all keep jizzing in her mouth. That's awesome. There you go, you silly goose.
Oh boy, this is definitely much better than the last one, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, that last one may have ruined my life. This one's at least good, wholesome comedy. Yeah. It's like watching a hot dog contest. Joey Chestnuts, right?
Yeah.
Put her in there with
Well,
Joey
it was
Chestnuts.
The Spanish,
The Asian guy, right?
No, the Asian lady that was winning everything.
I didn't know there was
She's like
one.
The first, she has the female belt.
That makes me sick, too, watching people eat till they vomit.
It's in her nose.
Allergies? I don't know.
She's still hot, though. She can do no wrong.
Not just for eating up for sexy.
I like watching her vomit. That's weird.
Something wholesome about it.
Yeah, that's...
But I like, once again, I like the music.
She's still good at all
It
angles.
sounded like Wayne's World. Facebook.
She probably hasn't eaten in days. So
she's still
there's
wasn't
really
eating.
nothing coming out of her.
I'm scared in case I throw up.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
So yeah, that happened. That definitely happened.
You made Kevin watch that too? That guy sawing his junk off? That was awful.
No, it was a different.
Yeah, what was
What horrible thing did you make him watch?
What was the one with Kevin?
I don't remember. It was bad.
Wait, Buddha was the worst. Buddha was the fucking absolute worst because he was like, "What the fuck is this?" And I saw him a week later or 2 weeks later. He goes, "Dude, I still can't look at my own dick." He goes, "That's how fucking bad that was."
And that was tame compared to that.
Yeah, yeah. I wish that was a video. That was like the BME Olympics. You guys tapped out immediately.
Yeah, nah, I was done with that.
Nah, I wanted nothing
Body
to do with it.
modification Olympics. Ooh, no, you don't. You want nothing to do with that.
Mousetrap.
The guy with the mousetrap. Yeah,
See, when I was 13, I thought I knew everything. I learned something 5 minutes ago of how sick this planet can be. That was awful.
Yeah.
Thank
There's
you.
a guy with a mousetrap in
You've
his
ruined my
penis.
life. I'm glad you've invited me to your satanic dungeon here to show me a guy sawing his junk off. Wow.
Awesome.
I'm glad I didn't look. Except the end when he was holding it.
It's up to his
Did
own
he
butt.
put it in his ass?
No, he held it up to his own
He
ass.
held it up. You might as well shove it in your ass at that point.
He
and
may
say,
have. We didn't get
I'm the
video.
first person to go fuck myself. You
Yeah.
might as well at that
No,
point.
we watched the video of a guy fucking himself.
Yes, we did. Oh my god.
We did that also happened.
Wow.
Good old he fucked.
It was a video he was sending to a potential suitor, and he's like, "No, look what I could do." Bent it around, and we're right in his own ass. I'm like, "Oh."
Wow.
Yeah.
But I mean,
Believe it or not, he was black. Believe it or not.
really?
That I could handle better than the cutting off. I'm glad I saw
Yeah,
one of the worst.
Yeah.
Didn't look at one of the worst ones.
Oh.
All right.
All right, yeah.
I'm now permanently scarred. And brain damage. Thank you.
Yes.
But thank you for staying.
Yeah.
We've never had anybody run away.
No.
I think no one's ever like people have tapped out like. But
yeah,
we've had many people tap out.
You're the only person that hasn't tapped out. Because you're a sick bastard. You're a fucking degenerate.
Because I know what it is. I enjoy it so much that everybody's like, ah! And I don't know why. That just makes me so happy. It makes me so happy. I don't know why. I think what's his name wanted to tap out on American History XXX. I think he wanted to tap out on that one.
Yeah. Lonnie?
No, not Lonnie.
J-Lat?
J-Lat. I think he wanted to tap out. He didn't look like he thought it was funny.
Yeah.
I thought it was funny.
That too.
Yeah. American History XXX. It was a porno. But it was like, like fucking, it was like supposed to be like racist porn. But like the chick was like saying all racist shit, but then got banged by like 5 black dudes. So I was like, I guess they got their comeuppance. Like, they got paybacks.
Yeah. They got reparations.
Yeah, it would be weird the other way around.
They got reparations.
The other way around, they'd be arrested.
Yeah. There was a video on eFucked. We're gonna.
I can imagine if some guy's sawing his junk off.
Yeah, there's definitely a video of it out there.
This guy
white guy's doing a black chick.
Well, there's 2 guys.
That seems tame.
2 white guys get a fucking hooker, a black hooker, and she's sitting there like, oh baby, she gets all naked, and the guy takes his shirt off. He has a giant swastika tattooed on his fucking chest. She goes, oh hell no. He ends up fucking her, but as he's fucking her, he's Nazi saluting and fucking. He's singing saying Mein Kampf as he's fucking her. I'm like, this is so hilariously bad.
Hey, she got paid.
Yeah, she got paid. Probably, good $50-$60 there. Come on.
At least.
Yeah.
50, 60 for that? Okay, I take that back.
Maybe she shouldn't have gotten paid. I don't know.
She was probably on the crack.
Hopefully.
Then there was Fuck Meat. That was a good one.
Disgusting. She is the most disgusting human being alive.
People are called buggies. They try to get STDs. That's a real thing. Buggies and
astounding.
Furries. We haven't had a buggy on, but we have had a furry on.
We've had a furry call in. We have to make arrangements for him to come in studio.
I feel like a member of the Huckabee family. I'm like a choir church boy. I'm not doing anything wrong. I thought, all right.
Yeah, we had a furry call in. People dress up in costumes. And
okay.
We had one of them call in. He wants to come in, but we got to try to get a buggy to call in because that fucking fascinates me. Uh-oh. Dave's setting up his fucking grinder date.
Let me ask you this. If you get a bunch of STDs, you get like steroids and weed and all sorts of like good stuff to fight the STDs.
No, they're looking to get it.
They're looking
right.
To get
they
like
get
herpes
it,
and shit.
but didn't steroids cure Magic Johnson of HIV?
Well, he's on growth hormone.
They give you everything you'd ever want.
Yeah.
You have to be able to afford to get shit like him.
Yeah, exactly.
Gotcha. You need that Laker health plan.
He doesn't even test positive anymore, right?
Nah, they say that was a conspiracy theory just to
get people to start getting tested.
To get the straight people scared because their conspiracy to kill off the gay folk with HIV went astray because they didn't consider bisexual people.
Yeah, they forgot about
That's
that.
the theory.
Yeah.
Heroin too, yes. Junkies
blood transfusion
of all sexual preference shoot up. So
yeah,
it was okay till some congressman's niece and nephew got fucking caught up, and that's when it was all over.
I remember that in grade school.
Yeah.
That was scarier than the Russians are going to bomb us. They're like, okay, you can't fuck anymore. Like our generation, we fucked at Woodstock and did whatever. You guys can't.
Sorry.
You'll die.
Yeah, that was the first time I remember.
Yeah.
I feel bad for the next generation. They can't handle us.
Yeah. It was the worst. It's like, okay, drop the nukes now, Russia.
That's what ended the Cold War.
Yeah. I'm like, I'm a kid. I haven't even done fucking yet. I can't fuck.
They ruined us. No way I've left is e-fucked.
That was awful.
It was.
I think you probably have a disease from watching that.
Satan incarnate. I'm going to go back to church now. You saved my life. Thank you for this intervention.
You're welcome.
I'm going to be in the confessional.
So, what else you got coming up?
Do Vegas in 2 weeks, so that's going to be cool. At the cutting board, what the fuck is it? I think the 25th. May 25th, whatever the Saturday, 26th at the Sapphire. Memorial Day weekend.
Nice.
See, I wanna try
Looking
to get
forward to
out there.
that. Love it out there.
I have fucking family out there, so I want to.
Scary though. I saw online today the Supreme Court legalized sports betting, so that may change the whole face of the earth.
Yeah.
And it'd be nice if Jersey did get it, but
Well,
kind of
they ain't
past
gonna
it.
allow it, so.
I lost so many games in a row. I'm done. So much energy watching
Well, that's
people
why
put a
kinda
ball
stopped
through a
gambling.
hoop and putting money on it. But nah, we'll see what happens. They say
Like
New York
elementary
wants.
school, high school, I was good at gambling. I barely lost. I was in the military. I stopped gambling for a while. I stopped caring about paying attention to all the different lines. I'm like, now I'm just not good. I started late. I lost so many times where I'm like, it's not even fun anymore.
Not
I
fun.
used to get the tickets, the fucking
Yeah.
the tickets.
Figured you had those.
Yeah.
The fucking parlay tickets.
Yeah, every week I do construction, so guys on job sites would have the fucking tickets, and I would play 2 tickets. I'd play a $10 like 4 or 5 teamer,
Yeah.
because you win like a couple $100, and then I do a $2 10 teamer, because you win it's $1,000, but if you miss one, it's $50, and I hit 50 twice. I
Wow.
went 9 out of 10 twice.
Wow.
I went 8 out of 10 4 weeks in a row. And the games I lost were all my Oklahoma, like it was those games. It
The
was,
one you
it was
thought.
college. I always do college football 10-teamer. It was always the college because I'm like there's like fucking 50 college games, so I'm like, all right, a fucking Norfolk
They're
State
so
is definitely not
unpredictable.
beating Miami, like. But those are the ones I would lose because Miami wouldn't cover or fucking
How's Appalachian State going to beat Michigan?
Yeah, but it would always be they wouldn't cover. So
Yeah.
like they're given 52. You know what I mean? You're like, oh, they're gonna fucking blow them out, and they win by like 50. You're like, cocksucker, or you pick it the other way and they win by 65. You're like, Jesus Christ, fuck, score 65 fucking points.
Who covers 65
Yeah.
points?
And then I used to do the fucking, the 4 or 5 teamer fucking pro games on Sunday. Never hit the fucking pro. Oh, I would always go 4 out of 5. I would always go if I played 3 teamer, 4 teamer. I go 3 out of 4. If I played a 5 teamer, I go 4 out of 5 every week. I'm like, I should just bet in the games individually. Like I would win. Like you know
Yeah,
what I
you
mean?
do a lot
I'd
better
clean
that
up.
way.
Now I couldn't even fucking. I'm a Bears fan. I just watch the Bears. I go to the bar, watch the Bear game. I'll watch the other games when the Bears are in commercial, but I don't care about the rest of the NFL.
I just go ape shit with the red zone. That's my addiction.
No, see, I watch the entire Bears game from kickoff to fucking. Even if they're losing by fucking 5 touchdowns, I'll watch to the end of the game. Except this year, I almost got in a fight with the guy at Fridays because he wouldn't put the fucking Bear game on the TV I wanted. Because Okay, so I go to Fridays every week because can bring my son. So I'm like,
Right.
all right, we'll both go watch the games.
Makes sense.
And I go in, and every week they have it like one of these couple TVs. I'm like, okay, so I usually go to wherever they have. I get there early, so I can get a spot next to the TV. They put it on like the shittiest fucking TV, like near the kitchen. And I'm like, bro, can you put it on like one of the? I'm not changing the channels.
Bears versus Browns. That's the one.
Browns Bengals is the most embarrassing one to ask for. Browns versus Bengals. Who the fuck wants to watch that? Get out of here.
But the guy I just saw him change another game.
Ooh.
And I go, dude, you just changed the. And he walks away from me. I went, oh, like I'm fucking. My son's like, Dad, can we go? Can we leave?
Yeah.
And the manager walks by. She's like, is everything all right? I'm like, well, the fucking jerk off bartender, fucking. I go, I'm here every fucking week. You guys, this is what you
The least
do.
you can
I
do
go,
is-
you couldn't. Well, I go, he just fucking changed it for that. And then I go, then this fucking jerk off walks away from me, and he turns around. and I go, yes, you're a jerk off. And puts his head down. Maybe don't poke the bear. Because I have no patience for that. Like it's like, dude, you just changed. Like, what's the big
Yeah,
deal?
don't say you don't do it and then do it in front of me.
But
Somebody else.
but my whole thing about that is all you gotta do. Okay, not 752. Done. It's not like you have to move the fucking TV.
Yeah.
You just gotta change the fucking channel to a game. No one's here.
And it's remote control. You're not getting up, changing the antenna around.
I'm here at 12:30 to make sure I can get a TV. Like that's how psychotic I am about the fucking game. And you couldn't change the fucking channel. I'm like, you motherfucker. And I haven't gone back Friday since. I refuse. And I will. If one of my kids are like, Dad, can I go to my dinner? Like, go to my friend's Fridays? But no. But can I get money to
Have
go to
your mother
Fridays?
take it.
No. I'm not giving you money to go to Fridays.
There you go.
I'll give you money to go to any other restaurant in the United States, not Fridays. Fuck Fridays. Hope it burns to the ground. So that's why I probably should have psychiatric help.
Oh, only for that.
Yes, just for that.
Only for that.
Just for
Okay.
that, yes.
That's a good starting point. How
Yes,
about that?
Yes, yes. And I yell at the TV during games the whole time.
You're usually so calm and quiet, though. I don't get it.
I know. I'm so such a calm fella.
What about you? What do you got coming up?
Nothing. No one books me. I just got to make phone calls. I'm supposed to call a couple people.
Did Shaver make any calls? Or?
He was supposed to. I don't know. He didn't. He's not here. He's getting a
can't ask
fucking
him today.
rubber fist taken out of his rectum again. So he's not here.
Face full of hot dogs.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm supposed to call a couple people. I just haven't got around to it. Yeah.
So we're gonna wrap this up. Got anything else you want to plug, or website, or Facebook, Twitter?
No, never. I want to
Be
hide.
attached to this.
No. I'm gonna plug the Browns Backers Club. That's my solution. There is a Browns Club in New Jersey, Brick 46.
Oh yeah,
that's
Where's
where
that?
I go. Exit what the fuck is it? It's like Rockaway, New Jersey. You'd think it's gonna be Rockaway, New York.
I gotta fucking find one of
It's
those.
It's off 80. There's
'Cause
a
Vegas,
Browns Club,
that's the-
and we get our back room, and
Well, that's
we
the
get the sound on too. And
Yeah.
I watched all 0-16 fucking games there. It was
I'm lucky enough that my
nonstop
Steelers bar
laughter.
locally is the one around the corner, RTB's.
But they're on every time I go home. It's fucking Steelers or Patriots every game.
Well,
if Giants and Jets aren't on.
Vegas, they have every bar has their own team.
Yeah.
So there was like 3 Bears bars in Vegas. My nephew goes to the Bears bar every week. The one was fucking mobbed. You had to get there at like 12:15 to get a fucking spot.
Damn.
Like that's how they would have giveaways and shit. I'm like, wow, this is fucking cool. And then they had the shittier one, but it was still fun. When that one was full, you went to the shitty one, but the shitty one was still good.
Well,
Yeah.
still a good thing.
So.
All right, we'll
Cool.
end this.
You've been listening to the Uncomfortably Funny podcast. You can find the show at facebook.com/uncomfortablyfunnypodcast.
I didn't do nothing.
And on Twitter.
Don't put any sharp objects near my dick.
To connect with the show,
Yeah.
send us on Twitter.
That didn't catch on my
Dave
foot. It caught on the tongue of my
Hodge,
shoe.
Anthony Ennis at Ennis Comedy. And Shay Farrell.
We're right by your Black
Shay
Betty's,
F
right?
_media.
Yeah, when you do a strip club show, we can't go to a fucking strip club.
Well, thank you.
No problem.
It
Thank
was
you.
educational.
Not the education wanted, but.